Greetings, everyone. Sorry. Tyler, did you brush your teeth? Yeah. Okay. Getting jammies. Sorry. Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to some more Tales of the Yawning Portal into the Portal campaign. I'm your host, Fuertar. Who would like to recap what happened last week?
Anybody but Kesrick.
Speaking of, I asked the players to relive what happened because it lets me know what they think happened. Instead of me saying what happened, you guys have a oh, well, I don't remember it being that way. So that way I'm not influencing what you guys think happened.
Sure, I guess I'll do it then. So our adventures all started out in the year 4554 in a tavern where they witnessed a barkeep, or the owner of the establishment, and a wizard get into a gambling get into a bit of a gamble, of which they were chosen as champions to go back in time and find Shatterspike, a legendary sword of that time, and bring it back to the wizard who had sent them. I don't have his name here, but
Elminster.
Elminster. There you go. So they went back in time. They all got shoved through the portal. They made friends and walked down, figuring out that they were near Oakhurst from a sign that was nearby. They walk into town and went to a tavern owned by Garen. And Garen had mentioned about after some pleasantries and everything, had mentioned about Carowin and her missing children after being asked about Sir Bradford and who had owned the Shatterspike and forth. The adventurers went to see Carowin. When they did, they got a little bit of information on where they went, which was a little bit northeast of the town they were in, to the Sunless Citadel, to find the missing children, which had been gone for about a month. After that, they went to the blacksmith, Roran, and picked up, they got their supplies ready and set out on their quest. Along the way, just regular pleasantries. Got to a campground where there was a fire and a bridge that was broken. They made their way down into the chasm, which the bridge was crossing to begin with. When they got down there, oh yeah, there was a dragon cult as well. They had brought up. So they went down, started exploring, ran upon some skeletons, of which they dispatched pretty quickly, although there were some misses in there. Made their way through to find sorry, just walked in and distracted me for a second. They ended up coming upon a kobold by the name of Meepo, who and some goblin corpses and stuff, and they came upon Meepo, and Meepo explained that the goblins had taken off with Kelgrix, their white dragon hatchling. And Meepo kind of both Meepo and the party kind of came upon a mutual agreement that they could help one another make it through. They talked to were led to the queen of the
Kobolds.
Kobolds. There you go. What led to the queen of the Kobolds, who then said that she had some rewards for them if they could bring back the white dragon and also kill the goblins that had been placed. Then they made it through here, and the last thing that happened is that they found out a trap door where they are now, and they're sitting in a room with a fountain that had poured out some red liquid, which they collected some and don't know what it is. And that's kind of where we stop.
Very informative. I got to get you to do the recaps for my Monday group. All right, 1 second here. Let's see here. Okay, he doesn't know it. All right. It seems as though time almost stops around you as you hear the familiar whirl of a portal opening up, and you see Elminster's head pop down and says, "Hey, you, Hermie, I need you!" And you see Hermie just disappear. Says, "I have a present for you," and dropping from the portal. If you want to describe yourself, Alton.
Yeah, it's a drow in full chainmail with a very large yellow cape. He looks pretty young for a drow, but not like super, super young. Carrying a shield and a longsword. And he will greet you with a friendly smile. Hello, fellow adventurers.
What's your
Hello.
opinion on locked doors?
I mean, isn't there a way to unlock locked doors?
You'd
Or make
think,
them not
but
doors?
yeah, depends
It
on how
hasn't
you.
been our experience.
Thank you, Dacton. We get it. There was a failure earlier, to no one's fault. Maybe it was a little bit mine, but I seem to have broken my leg. and Artemis kind of drops his head.
Hey, that was more skills than any of the rest of us were bringing.
Well, I've used lockpicks before, but I don't actually have any on me. I didn't think to bring any.
Artemis kind of looks up at the ceiling. Any other presents for us? Lockpicks, maybe? No? Okay. Well, I'm Artemis, and he goes over to. Did you fall on your ass like we did through the portal?
Probably, so I'll stand up.
So, Artemis comes over and helps you up,
I'll accept the
gives
hand.
you a hand. Yeah. So we're making our way through, looking for a couple of people. Maybe someone could fill him in.
He didn't receive the same information that we received when we were thrown through the portal.
It was pretty quick. I didn't ask too many questions. I was kind of raring to get going.
Sometimes it's best not to ask a wizard of Elminster's power questions.
You might be onto something.
We were thrown through in order to search for a item called the Shatter Spike, a longsword carried by Sir Bradford of Pelor, a, I guess, legendary paladin. We're also several thousand years in the past.
Several.
I mean, well, that's interesting. How do you know?
Well,
We asked.
we asked around. We've been here a bit longer than you have.
Okay.
So, according to the people in the local town, Oakhurst, Sir Bradford came to these ruins, the Sunless Citadel, in order to find some. What did he come here for?
Looking for the dragon cult.
Oh yes, right, the dragon cult, of which I think we've already made a deal. Because are the Kobolds the dragon cult?
Yes.
They seem to have a dragon.
They seem to have a dragon. And I was thinking, and I just talked about with Alcine about this, that if you have a dragon and you're kind of a cult, then it kind of makes you a dragon cult, doesn't it? It makes logical sense to me.
I mean, they look like dragons.
Well,
Sense.
Meepo, are you a dragon cult?
No, we're not a cult. What's a cult?
Is
a
it a
group of people that
religion?
worship dragons?
Of course we worship our dragons.
Then you're a cult.
Why? What makes us a cult?
You
You're
worship
smaller
dragons.
than a regular religion.
I always find that a cult is only a cult because their leader isn't dead yet.
But wait, is a cult, or is it an occult? A cult. So anyway, hi, I'm Keswick Lingenhope, says the small forest gnome at 2.5 feet high. Walks up and raises a hand to about your waist level, because that's as high as he can reach, and points over and goes, "This is Alcine," and he points out the little black-footed ferret off to the side. And Meepo is our guide. He's one of our kobolds over here, right here. This is Meepo, and we're very excited to have you here join us. And Meepo was going to lead us to where the goblins are, who are also here at the Citadel, and we're supposed to fight the goblins. And Meepo's going to help us to find and hopefully get back their white dragon wormling, called Calcrix, and then we need to take her back to the Kobolds and for treasure.
Huh.
So, and this is Artemis, and he points to the archer standing next to him, and
Gives you a little salute.
points to the other elf in the hall, Vash. This is Vash.
Vash gives a low, sweeping bow.
Yes.
Oh.
And this is Dacton, and he has the big book that's kind of falling apart. And I really use the word book loosely because I don't really think it's a book because it's not really bound very well. But anyway, so this is Dacton, and he knows a lot, and he's very good, and he can actually read Dragon. So he's been reading that for us. But we're ready to go now, and Meepo was going to lead us on.
Acton's a cute, a holy man in a threadbare cloak, just frantically making a rubbing of some of the runes, and he just kind of looks at you and go, yeah, so, hi.
Pleasure to meet everyone. If you're ready to go, then let's do it.
Well, there's the issue of this door.
When we've left other doors behind us, shouldn't we go on and maybe come back to this one?
I believe
Probably
so,
for the best.
Because we've done so well with doors in the past. Maybe this would not be a trend we'd like to continue.
Thank
True.
you, Keswick.
No, wisdom of wizards, and all that. So, Artemis, did you want to have Meepo make a choice of left, right, or straight as far as where to go find the goblins first?
I mean, I like Meepo. I like making my own decisions, but Meepo, leading down this way, are there any traps that you know of? I can't remember. Did you say you came down here or no?
No, this is the way to the goblins. We go left here.
Meepo is still taking us to the elite kobolds, right? We didn't get to that far yet, did we?
No, So the elite kobolds were guarding an area, but that's not the way he took you to get to the goblin area, the goblin city.
Okay.
Essentially, he took you in the way that is what he considers a safer route.
Mm-hmm.
Artemis, poking around on the floor. Oh, by the way, watch your step. Fell down a pit early. Dropped out from underneath.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
And Artemis starts poking around and making.
Let's see. Dacton has a light spell cast on a quarterstaff, and I think somebody has a torch. Well, as a drow, I doubt that you care
Hermie
too much.
had the torch. Hermie had the torch. You probably left with him.
Yep.
Anyone can have control over the torch. It would have been dropped on the ground. So you can use it as your source of light, though, if you need to.
Hermie's like, "Hey, my torch! I was growing a torch."
As you open the door into the next room, let me find it. This empty chamber is home only to rat droppings, crumbled flagstone, and stains.
Stains, eh? Artemis is gonna make his way in, kind of smell the air around him.
Make a perception check. Okay, sniffing. It's kind of gross smelling in here between the rat droppings and mixed things.
I cannot wait until we're out of it. Clean air is so much nicer. He's gonna make his way across this other door.
Yep. On the other side of the room, there is a door.
The Meepo is leading the way here.
The charge of the stoat.
He says,
Um,
"The goblins start on the other side of that door. I
Oh,
will
so-
stay back here."
Well, I mean, goblins do talk every once in a while, but for the most part, can we all agree that they're most likely hostile?
We can attempt diplomacy before, but if they shoot first,
That's sort of my dilemma here, is that I'd rather us shoot first than them.
Goblin's a
Meepo.
dead goblin, and a good orc's a dead orc.
Meepo, when you say goblins start here, you mean we might start to see them, or we open this door and there be goblins?
You might start to see them.
Well,
All right.
is everyone at the ready?
move a little
I'm ready.
closer to the door, pull out
That's fruit.
Winter's Edge.
You can take that as your healthy snack. Silly girl. Sorry. What are you doing?
I'm getting everyone at the ready. Is everyone ready?
Ready.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
the
I'm
count
gonna
of-
get a line of sight on the door. Yep.
Artemis first is going to check for traps just to make sure that
Make
they are on
a
this side.
perception or investigation check.
Goodness gracious, my skill checks suck.
Pretty sure that the door's not trapped.
Well, it looks like we're good to go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and he opens the door.
Okay. You open the door. The 10-foot wide hall is liberally strewn with sharp caltrops. On the northern wall, passage to the room beyond is partially blocked by a roughly mortared 3-foot high wall, complete with crenellations. And as you finish opening the door, you hear the slight jingle of a bell.
I didn't think that trap was actually there. These goblins seem to be quite clever.
Look,
A trap and more a doorbell.
looking at the floor, there's about 200 caltrops strewn on the floor. As you hear, does anyone speak Goblin?
I believe I do. Give me a second.
I do. Artemis does.
I also do. Yes.
Okay. The two of you hear, "Intruders, kill them!" as two goblins pop up over the wall and shoot arrows. This is a surprise round. I need everyone to roll initiative, though, and then we'll have the goblins act first.
I knew it! Remember to click on your token.
Mhm.
One, 2, 3, 4. Who are we missing? Castrick. Perfect.
rolled.
Alrighty. So, surprise round, the goblins get to go first. One will shoot at Alton, the other will shoot at Artemis. So, at Alton first, a 20 to hit,
That'll hit.
4 points of piercing damage, and at Alton, 11.
Missing.
So the one hits you, Alton, the other one goes whizzing by you, Artemis. As we are now at the top of the round with Artemis.
Yeah, Artemis is going to
Why does that do that? I love you. Good night, baby girl. Kissy. Go wash your face. You still have pizza sauce on it.
Got a quick question.
Yeah.
Do toothpaste take like dirty teeth? Because this friend lost his tooth and they said it was really yellow. I hope the tooth fairy takes it.
I don't know. We'll see if she takes yours tonight, huh? All right, go to bed, baby. Wash your face first. I love you.
Is the tooth fairy real?
Of course, the tooth fairy is real. Here, come here. Ask everybody in my game if the tooth fairy is real. Come here.
Okay.
Put the headset on.
Is the tooth fairy real?
of course.
Absolutely, of course.
Definitely.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Even when I
Tooth Fairy
lost
came.
a tooth when I was 30, she brought me like $1.
Yeah.
I mean,
See, you're lucky. He said he only got $1. What does the Tooth Fairy give you?
$5, $10.
Yeah,
$20.
toys. Her very first tooth, the Tooth Fairy gave her $20.
Your teeth must be very nice.
Her teeth are very
Wow.
nice.
Oh.
What did he say?
He said your teeth must be very nice.
They
All
are.
right, go get ready for bed. Wash your facey. Love you. So my wife used to live with her sister and brother-in-law and their 2 kids. When the oldest lost his first tooth, the only thing the Tooth Fairy had was a $20 bill. So the oldest got a $20 bill from the Tooth Fairy. Well, when the next child lost their first tooth, the oldest child was like, oh, "You're gonna get $20 from the Tooth Fairy." So that happened with my niece, and then they did that with the oldest, my wife's oldest daughter, and of course we had to do that with my 2 children.
Oh,
So
yeah, tooth
Hey,
fairy rolling.
you managed to draw a line at first teeth are special.
yes,
That's all.
yes, thank
You're
God.
still winning.
I don't feel like it sometimes. All right. Anyways,
Baby teeth out there?
I apologize for the interruption.
No, that's a perfectly valid interruption.
Artemis, what would you like to do?
Artemis is going to fire off an arrow at this guy right here.
Yep. They do have half cover due to the wall, so they have a +2 to their AC.
I have sharpshooter.
Oh, there you go. That's even better. It does not affect you, and that hits.
Does not.
Roll some damage.
That's 5 piercing damage to that guy.
Hits that goblin. He's still standing, but he's looking rough.
Okay, and he's going to drop, and Artemis is going to drop back to here with his Dread Ambusher and shoot an arrow at this guy.
All right. That hits.
Oh, that guy's freaking dead.
Oh, yeah, he is dead. You hear Meeple yell, "Kill him! Kill them all!" Oh, hold on. I gotta go. Oh, by the way, Alton is the king of memes in my Monday group, so be prepared for some awesome memes from him.
It gives me a little bit to get rolling.
All right. Anything else, Artemis?
Artemis is going to step out of the way because he doesn't want to get hit by, have another arrow hit him, so or at least fly past him.
All right. Alton, you're up.
Can I still partially see the goblin, or is he behind like full cover?
Yeah, so it's half cover, so they have a +2 to their AC.
Okay. Well, Alton doesn't want to run across caltrops because those look painful. He's going to try to Sacred Flame goblin.
Oh, yeah. 15, so it succeeds.
Alton never said he was good with the spell stuff. He's going to kind of stand there and hopefully maybe take another bullet so these people behind him don't.
All right. Yeah, the goblin's going to shoot at you again.
Okay.
With a 22.
Alton feels like his armor isn't as strong as it used to be.
That was a good roll, though. Hits you for 8 points of piercing. That was max damage.
Artemis is going to look at Alton and go, "You know you can step out of the way, right?"
I swear it used to be better. I feel like it's rusting.
Let's see here. Oh, excuse me. All right, yeah, that'll do it for the goblins. That'll move us to Vashrandel.
All right, I'm going to take a step forward here, look in the door. So, can we see the little pelts and fire pit back here in the corner, or is that too far?
It's
behind the wall here?
It's too low behind the wall. The wall's about 3 feet high, so.
Gotcha. But I can see the back wall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's close enough for me. Vash will face step. Boop.
Oh, yeah.
Takes the bonus action, moves 30 feet right to here. Boop. And then swings two-handed at this goblin.
The goblin sees you step in the doorway, and you see it get ready to notch another arrow. Go ahead and make your attack roll. As you disappear, and it looks around as you slice its head off with your blade.
And then Vash calls back after he slings the blood off of his blade. It's clear up to here.
Okay. Anything else, Vash?
He's going to. Doesn't have any bonus action left, so I'm just going to move back to the corner.
Okay. In this area, the filth on the floor, stains on the walls, shabby hides, and fire pit attest to the years of use this room has seen at the hands of creatures unconcerned with hygiene. On the eastern side of the southern wall is a crudely mortared half wall, complete with crenellations. That is the wall that you see in front of you there. With that, though, you guys are effectively out of initiative.
Artemis is going to poke his head back in where these caltrops are, and he's going to start going through his pack, and he's going to take out his bedroll, and he is going to kind of twist it around 2 arrows that he has. And he's effectively making a broom sweep a path through the caltrops.
Okay, I'll allow it. Yeah, so you sweep up all these caltrops into a big old pile. There's definitely about 200 of them.
So yeah, he just kind of makes a path through it so everyone can walk through safely without stepping on caltrops.
Yeah.
Kastrick will assist with a quiet whisper and creating a glowing hand, which will mage hand some of the other caltrops out of the way to assist the broom sweeping.
Yeah, easy enough to do.
And begins building a small pyramid, because that's what you do when you have 200 caltrops.
Can I collect some of those caltrops as well?
You can collect as many as you want to take the time to do.
Yeah, I just want like 1 bag, which is like 20 caltrops.
Yeah, you get another bag of 20 caltrops.
Okay.
A little assist over the wall.
Sure.
Yeah, the wall's 3 feet. You're a little bit smaller than that, right?
I am 2.5. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll extend a hand.
Little
Such a
hand.
big wall. Little goblins built it. Thank you very much. Oh, yes. I'm going to learn to fly one of these days, and that will, all these walls don't belong to problems. Thank you very much. How do you do that? So.
Oh, well, that was interesting. They were definitely right on the other side. Oh, Meepo. Meepo?
Is it safe?
Meepo, it's safe.
You seem kind of like staying way far behind. He pokes one of the caltrops. Ow! That's sharp.
Artemis just sort of smiles and goes over to the door and starts checking to see if it's... Well, hopefully there are no bells on this one.
Investigation.
Meepo, your queen offered a bounty for dead goblins, but I don't know if we settled on tongues or eyes or ears, but if we're collecting heads, I think we're going to do that on the way back.
I believe it was heads.
Meepo vouch.
Was counting.
Meepo vouch.
Meepo was counting for us.
Oh, yes.
You have 5 so far. Meepo,
Excellent counting.
Meepo count good.
You're doing a fine job.
Yay! You see him beam a little bit. The door does not appear to be trapped.
Well, it seems like this one is... And he puts up air quotations, clear, too.
Sorry.
So let's see what happens.
As Vasherdil stabs Dakon in the back.
My mistake, sorry.
And he goes to open it.
Yep. Open the door. Nothing goes off as far as traps go.
Artemis kind of beckons everyone to follow. And he's going to peek around the corner here.
As you look through, you see dozens of blunted and broken arrows light the cracked cobblestone floor, and a few protrude from 3 crudely sewn, human-sized targets hung along the center wall to the south.
Artemis puts a finger up to his mouth as like a quiet signal and starts creeping into the room.
Does everyone else look like they're creeping down to go quiet?
Do I need to
Try
roll
some
stealth
stealth.
or anything? I'd like to stealth.
Yeah, you can roll
Yeah.
stealth. Everyone roll stealth. Group
Roll
stealth
like
check.
stealth.
Alton was gonna
Oh.
let them the quieter
Not-
people roll.
Not so
by him.
good.
Mm.
Alton's not very.
Is it a group stealth check?
Alton's
Yes,
not
it's a
very,
group
and then he rolls a
stealth check.
19. Yeah, okay.
Okay. One
I have
second.
disadvantage though.
Oh, that's true. It's a 10. Yeah.
One,
Oh,
two,
because
three,
you're wearing heavy armor, right?
just
Yeah.
missing Castrix.
All right, 1 second. Let's see. Where is that underneath?
Just
Spell,
click stealth on the left hand side of your character sheet.
core. Thank you. 1 second. Stealth, yes.
Quit acting like you're new to roll 20. Yeah. As a group,
That's
you feel
acceptable.
confident in your ability to remain quiet. Artemis, as you kind of look around that corner, the northern third of this room is separated from the south by a crudely mortared and crenellated half wall. A permanent camp of sort lies north of the wall, complete with a fire ring and several small iron cookpots.
One thing I have to ask is, well, never mind. I was gonna say, is there any light in this room?
You have dark vision, so you can see, but the fire pit would be emitting a little bit of light.
But if I was in, oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, you're not in complete
yeah.
darkness.
okay. That's all I wanted to. Okay.
Yeah, is somebody actually holding the torch, or are we just using Dacton's light staff toward the back of the group?
Kazric is holding the torch for now.
Okay.
So.
So.
They do not seem to detect your presence.
Okay. Can I see them?
You can see at least one of them, maybe two of them, from your vantage point.
Okay. I am going to pop a shot off at this one here.
Okay. Make an attack roll with advantage because it is surprised.
And I'm going to use sharpshoot.
Oh boy.
-15?
Is that with the -5?
That's with the -5.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
You hit this goblin, and there's this very quiet as it dropped dead to the ground.
Okay. Just to make sure it's 18 damage.
Yeah, I mean the 10 from sharpshooter alone would kill it. So.
And then he's going to spin into the room with his dread ambusher. Using sharpshooter again. Do I get advantage, or did that kind of ruin my surprise?
That was your advantage shot. Yep.
Okay. So he's just gonna shoot regular then, without sharpshooter. For like a quick shot. So he spins around the corner with another arrow, and lets it loose really quick.
Yeah. Go for it. 11. That will miss, unfortunately.
Dang.
As they see their companion die, the other two turn around and see you just as the arrow comes flying up, and they lift up their shield to deflect it.
Okay.
And then we'll just roll initiative real quick because you guys like doing this.
Oh man.
Oops.
Vesh with the crit initiative.
I'm gonna go critically slice another goblin's head off.
Dacton's gonna keep being a little slow. It's like, wait, something's going on? Okay.
Dacton's busy in his book.
Yep.
Or their book, whatever your pronoun for your character may be.
That's okay. I'm stuck in the back of the group, so I'll get around to taking my turn.
Okay. So first up is going to be Vashindel.
Of course.
Well, I got to come around the corner and see what's going on. So I'm going to move around over here past Artemis. Oh, is this another half wall here?
Yes.
Okay. Well, surprise, I can do it again. Misty stepping this time. 30 feet, 5, 10. So I'm going to pop up behind this in the corner here, not next to the door so I don't get that, and take a swipe with Winter's Edge.
Yeah, go for it.
Here at this guy. Two-handed again.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Minimum damage.
Oh.
But 5 points is 5 points.
Yeah, he's looking rough.
That's my turn.
All right. Artemis.
Artemis is going to see. He's going to move into the room to give other people a little bit easier path in, and he's going to, seeing that one got sliced a bit, he's going to pop a shot at this.
Yeah, it's... Yeah,
9 damage.
that guy's dead.
And Artemis kind of waves everyone in.
All right. Decton.
All right. Dacton's gonna wander over here so that he can actually see what he's doing. And he'll just go with good old Toll the Dead again. That is DC 13 Wisdom.
Wisdom. 5.
And that's the injured one, right?
Yes. 3.
Three!
That is one more than enough to drop him.
1d12. 3 with 1 to drop.
Hey, you needed a
That's
2 or
funny.
higher, so you got it.
That's awesome.
All right. With that, you are once again seemingly out of initiative.
Oh, seem to work as a pretty good group.
You guys are pretty good at these, killing goblins.
Patrick dashes around the corner, prepared to smite the goblins with arcane magic, and realizes he can't see anything.
They're all dropped down behind the wall that you can't see over.
That's correct.
Nice. You can
Just
see
like you pigs.
You can see me. I'm standing back here in the back corner.
And you look very safe back there, so I don't see what the commotion was about. There's lots of yelling and bells going off and gong, gong. It's so strange, you pigs. You just make big commotion. Every time I get into the fight, everybody's dead. I don't understand why this is so hard, though. We just keep finding rooms of dead goblins.
So far, it's so good.
Well, let's keep it that way, as long as they're dead when we run upon them.
I'm having a great time so far. This is very easy for me. Several doors.
Yep, you have 3 doors to choose from in this room.
So, anybody? Rock, paper, shears?
Meepo, I assume you don't have any idea where these doors go?
Meepo never been this way. Meepo scared. And then you hear this gruff, draconic, Meepo! Meepo pipes up, Friends! Friends in that door! And he rushes to this door and he's going to attempt to open it.
I'm not going to stop him.
Yeah.
He throws open this door. He says, Friends of Meepo! You live! And in this room here, squalor reigns in this low-ceilinged room. A large iron spike is driven into the floor near the door, and a small iron cage is set farther back. Several sets of corroded manacles are connected to the walls, and some still bind a few crumbling skeletons.
Okay. Dacton comes straight in and keeps a close eye on those skeletons.
Are you worried about them?
Oh, we ran across some skeletons earlier. They weren't as content as in where they were.
I mean, I can do something for that.
As long as they don't move, I'm okay.
Meepo is just talking draconic to the 3 kobolds in there. Those who can understand draconic is he's pretty much saying that these are friends. We're gonna save you. You're able to go home.
Who's that in the back?
Looks like a gnome.
Ooh. Yes. Please. Pardon. All the pigs move out of the way. Move. All the pigs shoving at your kneecaps to get past you.
And did you guys get the handout when I shared it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. This cage is pretty much too small for this poor gnome to be in.
Must be like a cat kennel or something.
And who are you?
I'm Erky Timbers.
Erky Timbers. Are you from the big water timbers?
No, I'm from Oakhurst.
Oh no, I don't know you then. No. But the big water timber. Yes. Oh no. This is too small. Why did you pick such a small cage to be in? There's so much room out here. Why did you pick such a small cage?
This is where they shoved me.
Oh, it's nomism. It's nomism. I swear. And I will pull out my knife and begin banging on the lock to see if I can open it.
Okay.
Dacton will say that, the kobolds, you said they're in chains, or
Yeah, they're bound with crude rope to the iron spike.
okay, so it's just this one cage that we need to bash
Yeah,
out.
the kobolds are easy enough to untie, and Meepo's actually doing it. So to free the gnome, I need either a strength check to try and break him out, or a thieves' tools check to open the cage lock.
Casper will flex his arms and use a strength roll to.
Wait. Oh,
Take guidance.
9 minus 1. Good. Okay. 8.
Plus guidance.
Oh, plus guidance. Yes. Okay.
No, that automatically includes your -1, so it's a 10 minus 1.
Okay.
For the 9.
So, then
And
I
then-
already guidance yelled at me. So
Roll a d4. Yeah, so
Hey.
as you go to hit the lock, you don't have enough force behind your pull, unfortunately. As the lock is still there.
Alden peeking around the corner after that goes, "You wouldn't mind a Big's help, would you?"
yes. Please. Please break the lock, Big.
Well, I can't entirely pick it, but I might be able to. Force it open. And he starts looking around for, at these arrows in here. And he grabs a couple of the arrows and brings them in.
Mhm.
And tries to use them for leverage on the lock.
Yeah. Make a athletics check.
More guidance.
With advantage.
Oh my goodness. That fails.
The power of gnomes.
That's definitely a fail, no matter what. Oh God,
I'll be right
I'm
back.
rolling horrible. Oh, that was bad.
Silly Big. I already did all my gnomish strength on it. What makes you think you'd be better?
It must be rusted shut. I'm not sure what's going on here.
No. This no. Keswick will go out and search the 3 bodies in the archery range. If a Big will lift him over the wall to see if one of them has a key. Did I lose chat?
No,
Nope,
think
you're
so.
fine.
I think
We're all just staring at a cage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I got a crowbar.
There you go.
Oh, someone with a tool.
Yes.
Aha.
I mean, worst case scenario, if it's a gnome in a small box, I mean, we could just try chucking the cage around. That might break it too.
Gnome tossing is illegal in 7 counties and under protest in 14 others.
But I'm not tossing a gnome. I'm tossing a cage.
There's a gnome in the cage. That still counts.
That's just he happened to be there.
No, he's locked in it. That's still illegal.
Let's not toss any gnomes. He looks like he's a little bit worse for wear. So tossing a cage might end him.
Okay.
Might be easier to get him out if he's ended.
That's if he's point in getting him out though.
We're not ending him.
Why don't we use the crowbar first then?
There we go. And we'll do an investigation check. Okay. I'm looking for a key on these guys. I think I found it.
While this is going on, Artemis asks Erky if he's hungry and gives him a ration.
One sec, I gotta find an envelope for the Tooth Fairy.
Wouldn't the Tooth Fairy use a scroll? Isn't he a bit old-fashioned? Something with gold embossed.
Look, she's already given $20.
True.
passing on the savings to the person who lost the tooth.
Keep that overhead low.
Anybody catch that gnome's first name?
Erky.
Erky. That's right. Erky Timbers.
Erky Timbers.
From Oakhurst.
The Oakhurst Timbers.
And not from the Big Water Timbers, who are much, much more wealthy family, it appears, because they would never be caught dead in a tiny cage like that.
Would they ever be caught in
Goblins
a
put
cage?
a lot of stuff in cages.
Well, no, the Big Water Timbers they're actually a very wealthy merchant family, matron Timbers used to be a tinkerer, and she made all kinds of wonderful inventions and everything until the day the one big spring went off and it didn't wind right, and then the clock kind of ran backwards for a while. So we didn't know if we were getting younger while watching the clock, or if because time was going backwards, but the sun kept going forward. So we kind of worried about whether or not. But if you stood the other way, then the sun went backwards too, because you could face. So yeah, no.
Bolton, have you met Kasric?
Kasric makes me happy in my soul. I can't even lie.
Kasric is not so much a meeting as an experience.
Yes. So Artemis Artemis AFK'd. What are you looking for, Kasric, with that investigation check?
A key on one of the 3 dead bodies that were, for whatever reason, lying in the archery range. All the weird places goblins put their dead bodies. Why
Right?
would you
That's
put them in
really
an archery
odd.
range? Kasric cannot figure this out. So
Yeah. So you don't find a key. Actually, you do. You find a key. Looks like it opens up a locked door. Maybe a cage. Not sure. You also find a silver flask. Looks like it's of dwarven make.
oh,
And then you find
silver flask.
3 short bows, some arrows. Yeah.
Do we still want to try the crowbar or no?
Yes. Well, if we have a key, and I will mage hand it over the wall to whoever the closest big, or give it to Alcine and have her run it in and drop it in front of the cage, because she can do that for me while I'm waiting for someone to help me back over this wall. Unless I can stand on a dead goblin and climb over the wall that way.
You probably could.
Acton will come say hi. There's nothing to study.
Thank you.
The crowbar did not work, or whatever Artemis tried with a 7.
Oh. Oh, that was a different thing. He didn't. He was trying arrows for some.
The key does not
reason.
fit this cage.
Now what?
You get the sense that the key fit the door that the goblins forgot to lock that had the prisoners in it.
Well,
Well,
that
we could
means
either just swing at the cage and hope we don't hurt Erky, or we're gonna have to come back for him.
Weren't you going to try the crowbar on the cage?
I think the DM said I couldn't.
Never said
that
you
was-
couldn't.
Oh,
Artemis
okay.
tried with arrows. No one has tried with a crowbar yet.
Right.
Yeah, I'll try with the crowbar.
okay, Artemis.
Guidance.
Assume it's an athletics check.
Yes.
With advantage because of the crowbar, yeah?
Yep.
I'm
Plus the
consistent.
D4.
Yep. Nice. as you go to, you take a crowbar, you put it in there, and you start to jiggle a little bit, and you just yank down. It pops the lock right off. You're like, why was that so hard for them?
Oh, thank you. Very nice. Yes. Very kind of you. Yes. Erky, come on out. And what are you doing here, Erky? How did you wind up here? This is, again, who shoved you in the cage, and what are you doing here?
Months past, I was on my way to seek my fortune and took the old road. My bad luck that the goblin bandits caught me. I've been here ever since. My deity's blessings have kept me healthy, otherwise I'm sure I'd be dead from starvation and abuse.
Oh. And are you a cleric, and who do you worship?
Looking at his holy symbol, it seems you would recognize it as a symbol of Pelor.
Okay.
He says, I am something of a cleric, yes.
Are you familiar with a Sir... What's his name? Bradford of Pelor?
Yes, Sir Bradford, Charwin, and Talgadal were prisoners here as well. The goblins kept here until about a week or so ago. Balak wanted them, and that's the last I've heard of that.
Who wanted them?
Balak.
And who's Balak?
Well, I don't know. That's just the name that gets thrown around here. The goblins say that they talk about this Twilight Grove down below, and there's a wicked old human named Balak, a caster of some sort. I think there's an enchanted garden that he harvests fruits or something called from the Gulthias tree. The goblins speak of it only in terrified whispers. This enchanted fruit grows on the Gulthias tree, and the goblins sell it to the town of Oakhurst.
So, wait, hold on. The goblins sell the fruit to Oakhurst from the secret garden.
Yes.
But they also kidnap people on the road.
Well, yeah.
And that doesn't strike anyone as odd?
Well, we didn't know they were the ones kidnapping people.
Oh.
I only found out because I was kidnapped.
Mm.
And luckily I'm still alive, thanks to you.
Dacton wants to flip through his book for anything about Gulthias tree or Gulthias fruit.
History check.
Gulthias.
And just a 10.
Not too much that you can recall about it. It's known to have some sort of fruit, but for what purpose you can't find.
Oh. I mean, maybe we should look into that after we get out of here. We still need to get this dragon.
Well, we also need to find Sir Bradford.
That is our main objective.
Erky, have you seen anyone else? Like a Sir Bradford?
We said they were here a week ago, and then they got called away because Balak, the wicked human, wanted them somewhere in his enchanted grove or garden with the Gulthias tree. And that's what Erky said a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
That's what I heard correctly. So they were here. They're alive. So, I mean, maybe we can find them, or at least the signet rings. That'd be really good, unless, unless Gulthias fruit is made out of humans. But would that make it taste weird? Not that we ever made food out of humans before. No one's ever made or will ever make food out of humans, will they? I mean, they'd be very green if they did. But no. So, see, Erky, you're really in no shape to go with us, and that'd be very dangerous for you. And you've been on the road for a long time, so maybe you should go back. Can Meeple maybe have his friends escort you back into the Kobolds and just let you get out, so you can go away and go home, and we will come back and find you.
I don't have my weapons, but I have my symbol. I can accompany you.
The more gnomes, the better. Yes, yes. Every party is blessed with more gnomes. Isn't that right? Looks around very happy.
I'm sure it'll make things way.
See, we improve things for the bigs. Okay. We have 2 more doors to try.
All right. We do
So
have a key.
Meeple's 2 friends will go home.
Yep. Well, 3 friends, but yes.
Okay.
And Meepo says,
Search.
"You guys are so strong. You've killed 10 goblins so far? Or is it
Yes,
11?
excellent counting.
Where's it 11?
Hmm.
You see him start to count on his little claws.
How many
12!
fingers do you have, Meepo?
Oh, I got toes too.
So Artemis is going to check around. He's going to hop over the check around to see if there are any weapons. Urky and possibly Meepo.
There's some short bows.
There are 3 short bows and 3 short swords and a shield.
Okay. He's going to pick up 2 of the short swords and the shield. And he's going to take them back and he's going to give one of the short swords to Meepo.
Oh, I don't fight.
Just in case, Meepo. It's always good to have a little protection in case something slips by us. I don't foresee it, but you know, it's always good to have something just in case. And he goes and he hands it to him, pommel out.
All right, and there is also 3 leather armor on the goblins.
He's gonna go over to Urky. He goes, "Can you use these?" And he holds out a shield and a sword.
I can. I'm not the greatest with it, but I'll do all right.
I figure it's better than nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're scimitars, not short swords.
Scimitars. It's better than nothing, at least if you're going to accompany it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
How about the leather armor?
Yeah, Urky puts on a leather armor as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Urky or Meepo. Any idea which door we should go through next?
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
Meepo hasn't been any farther than this.
Artemis is gonna come up here and check both doors for traps.
Investigation checks.
Have a guidance.
It's a 14.
Neither of them appear to be trapped.
And Artemis is gonna say heads or tails, and he's gonna point to this door right here and say heads, and this one right here. And I guess
Roll a d2. 1 will be heads, 2 will be tails.
a D2.
Heads.
Do they have a D2?
Just
see,
type
now we go
backslash
tails.
roll 1d2. Backslash roll space 1d2.
Or you could just do bracket.
Okay, so that's heads.
Okay.
Take that. So Artemis is gonna slowly open this.
Slowly opening the door. A fireball goes off. No, I'm joking. That'd be hilarious against a level 3 party. The north and south walls of this chamber are stacked halfway to the ceiling with ill-made barrels, boxes, and crates. A clear path allows easy access between the east and west doors. This looks like a pantry of sorts.
Well, that was easy. And Artemis is gonna, as he's making his way through, kind of look at what's along. Maybe if anything's sticking out of the crates. Not gonna dig into any. Much.
Just variously looking through, it's water, wine, food, oil, and there's a few barrels labeled elf pudding in Goblin. So if you can speak or understand or read Goblin, you know what those barrels are.
Ugh. Elf pudding, huh? Because Artemis can read it. He's gonna go, I'm not sure I want to go through those. I don't think they have any sort of elven cuisine here. You ever heard anything elf pudding? And he looks back at Vash.
I can only imagine what a goblin would call elf pudding.
Yeah. Eat. If there's any vials of oil, Artemis will take them.
Yeah, you will find, just grabbing, there are 5 pints of oil. Put goblin quality on it as well.
That means they're broken down with a little bit of water.
Except you would obviously see that because oil and water don't mix.
Unless
It's not actually flaming oil, it's like a fish oil or something.
fish oil, yeah. The goblin spit. And Artemis goes, well, we're faced with another door here, or we can go to the next one. So I
Should
flipped the
check-
coin again.
We should check this one before we move farther forward.
Fair enough. I didn't see that it was trapped if anyone wants to open it up.
I'll open it.
Okay. Opening the door.
Anything in this hallway?
It is what appears to be an empty-looking corridor
More doors.
with 2 doors.
Hmm. It wouldn't surprise me if the door towards the left might open up to something bigger. I mean, it seems to be going the same direction as the other door.
It does. Or we can keep going north.
I'm fine with north.
Yep. No check or anything. Decton just goes up and tries to open this door.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, easy enough to open the door. As you open the door, the stench, garbage, and carrion in here are evidence of years of use by unsanitary tenants. Tattered hide stretched on frames form 6 unstable hammocks around a much-used fire pit. Battering cooking equipment is mixed indiscriminately with broken or worn arms and armor. You see 3 goblins. Look up. And you're going to roll initiative.
Wow, another 20 on initiative? Come on, guys. Save those for something else.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who are we missing? Kasric. Didn't click his
Circle.
token. Tisk.
Casper rolled.
Didn't click your token. It's okay. I gotcha. 6.5. Alrighty. Descending. First up will be Vashindal.
Well, oops,
see-
so I can see what's in the room.
You see Dacton open up this door as you hear chittering goblins.
Well, I'm not going to go in there by myself, but I will Eldritch Blast that one. That one's going
Alright.
to eat an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
A natural 1.
You try, but it does not work. It goes wide into the wall.
Blash. And I'll take a step back.
Okay.
Is an Eldritch Blast 2 shots until level 5?
No, at level 5 it's 2
It's-
shots.
Oh, okay.
Anything else, Vash?
That's it for me.
Alright, Decton.
Dacton's just going to keep hoarding his spells and going with a Toll the Dead on this one here in front of me here.
All right. Wisdom saving throw. They're very good at that. That's a 0.
Mm-hmm. So not damage, so he just gets D8. 2!
All right. Still standing.
And then he's also going to scramble to the back wall here.
All right. Next up are the goblins. This one's going to rush forward like a not-so-smart goblin. This one will rush, and then this one will move over here. All right. This goblin, someone roll a d5 for me. Let's see who he decides to hit. 1. It hits Artemis.
Sorry.
Damn it.
I'm not.
Let's see what happens.
11 to hit.
Miss.
All right. The second goblin will swing at Artemis again.
Holy snap.
That was
Come on,
not my
bring it.
fault.
24 to hit.
Damn it. That definitely hits.
5 points of slashing damage. And then this one will shoot at you, Vash, since you are perfectly in the line of sight.
I pretty much am, yeah.
For 24 to hit.
That hits.
And 7 points of piercing damage. Artemis, it's your turn.
Okay. Artemis confronted with these two, drops his bow and pulls out a long sword. Or not a long sword, short sword.
Okay.
And I don't know about your judgment on pulling 2 out at the same time.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so he pulls out 2 of his short swords after dropping his bow, and he's going to attack this one in front of him first. Five slashing.
Yeah, that hits. That's the one that was damaged, so that will drop him.
Okay. And then he's going to attack this one with the Dread Ambusher.
Mm-hmm.
Another regular.
13 will miss, unfortunately. Glance off of his shield.
Okay. And then he's going to use his offhand to attack again that one. Dang. Yep. And at that point, Artemis is just gonna get ready for anything that might come his way.
All right. I'll be right back. I didn't realize I had to go get my daughter from work. I thought she was out at 10.
No problem. Okay. So we're paused at the moment.
Yeah.
All right. Metagaming. Does anybody know what the dread tree is that this guy is got? The Gulthias tree.
Nope.
No.
Okay. I won't say anything then. I've never played this adventure before, but that one word gives me pause. So anyway, but Alton, thanks for joining us. Did you play with our DM in a different game? I think you
Yeah.
said yes. You're his meme guy.
Yeah, I play on Mondays. That one we've been playing for a little bit longer together, so it's a little bit quicker. I'm still feeling everyone out here. You know, the first session jitters.
Sure, no problem. As everybody has explained, Kesrick is a bit of an experience.
That's fine.
So, any questions as far as everybody else's character? Because we've had at least one session with each other and did the normal, hey, this is what I do, here's who I am kind of thing.
No, I'm kind of learning it. Like it's kind of hard to see how all the characters go and act, and when it's just kind of like an exposition. But just seeing how people go, and I plan on rewatching that episode. I just didn't have time after work today before the session.
Okay.
This wasn't a long thought out introduction. It was a yesterday night thing.
Happened.
Yeah.
Is the Monday night game the Wards of the Emperor?
Yeah, that is.
Who do you play in that one?
I'm Ruddy. I'm
Okay.
the halfling cleric that, depending on where you are and or when you're watching, everyone thinks I'm a druid.
Correct. Because I would have thought that for a while too. And I'm on episode 8 or 9, maybe 10. I think you guys have just finished it was the Halloween one shot that took 2 shots.
Oh yeah.
So you've just finished that, and I'm very much enjoying the campaign. I think you guys are all working well together. So this was a nice opportunity to kind of jump into one without having to drop into the middle of that one.
Yeah. And
So,
that's a fun one. But it's definitely they seem a little bit more wild. Archie
uh,
definitely keeps people.
yeah. So for the other players, there is a Wards of the Emperor. I think I mentioned it last time, but if you have not listened to that, or anyone who's watching this on stream, if you have not watched the Wards of the Emperor campaign, I do recommend that one as well. It's the same DM, and just a totally different crew, except for Alton, of characters in their own wild adventure.
It gets pretty crazy. I mean, we've done a bunch of wild things because it's a more homebrew world. So there's a little bit more flying by the seat of your pants because you don't have the Forgotten Realms lore to lean on.
True. So, but all right, that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I had this. Let's see. I got a couple extra things I could throw in the meme channel, but that was kind of like they're kind of lackluster ones. I've
Okay.
been waiting for the next wall, or because I think I might have messed up the name on that one. Did I get the name right?
Which one?
Kara Six, the gnome, right?
Yes,
Or no?
Casrix the gnome,
Yep, there we go. All right, got that one right.
and like all forest gnomes, he's only got 350 to 400 years to pack as much into life as possible. So, unfortunately, he doesn't have a train of thought. He has a runaway locomotive of thought, and I don't know if you were told. I do keep a journal for him,
Oh yeah.
which you should have access to, but you
Mhm.
can read, and it is written from his perspective. Um, so I'm rather proud of the first entry. But again, it's his perspective on things. So yeah. And as I told everybody else, if my runaway locomotive of thought gets to be too bothersome, let me know. I can back him down. So,
Oh no, it's
okay.
pretty fun.
All right. So guys, I guess like I said, bio break or smoke them if you got them or whatever. So let's go check. So let's go check the channel to see what you posted, if anything.
Oh, it's all in the Discord. Yeah.
Yep, we got to jump over. I like the
On
second one.
What was that?
I like the second one with the Undertaker.
Oh yeah, on AJ Styles. That's a classic one.
It is. That's a very good one.
On Monday nights, I don't really take good notes, but I can generally just scroll through the memes and see what is occurring. I do horrible on explaining what happened in the sessions because they generally are not the core concept of the session.
Right. Very good with Kazric.
Yeah. So I think he did do a little thing about how he said he was going to fly.
What at one point, yes, I do want to learn flying. It's a very good spell. I'm very excited, and so many worlds of big, and all these inconveniently sized furniture. If you guys would just build things down to proper gnome size and adapt to us, then the world would be so much easier to get along with if you just do that. But if I learn to fly, then I could go and fly, but I wouldn't have to do that. I could find a flying broom or maybe a flying carpet, but that'd be nice because then I could have like a carpet in my house, and then if I flew, would the furniture go with me, or would I have to drop off the furniture? Then so many inconveniences. I have to move all that all the time. But if I had a broom, what if I swept with the broom? What if I swept with the broom? Would the dust fly up? But doesn't dust always fly up? So is every broom a flying broom? Can any broom be a flying broom? Why do witches always ride on flying brooms? Wouldn't they be more comfortable on a flying bicycle seat? No, that's not.
It's just impressive how you can go into that.
It's very
well, the
easy to
voice-
get lost in Castrick's train of thought.
There's a damn good reason why Dacton doesn't say much, because I'm like, I don't know.
The scary part is that I can get lost in Castrick's train of thought. So, there's a reason my bosses used to love having me around during planning sessions, because they're like, who the hell's going to track all these details in this? I started raising my hand, and after a while I just never put my hand up again because they just expected me to do it anyway. And somebody looked at me one day and goes, how the hell do you track all this? Because I was walking around, there's a big event going on, and I said, he said, I want to change this event on this schedule. And I looked at it and I go, yeah, you can't do that. He said, why not? I said, well, this is Tuesday. You want to move it to Wednesday, but you can't do it Wednesday, but you can do it Friday morning between 9 and 10. And he goes, how do you know that? So I rattled off with my books closed exactly what was going to happen for the next 3 days for him on a military exercise for his ship, everything his ship was doing, and why he couldn't do it when he wanted to do it because he hadn't read the schedule. And he goes, wait, that's not on my schedule. I said, what version are you on? He goes, 4. I said, we're up to 7. You're running behind. Here's to version 7. And I pen and inked his thing, and I said, okay, I'll move it for you, but you're going to have to send me paperwork to make the correct one. I said, got it. He goes, you have this in your head? I go, yeah. I said, gotta go.
I love it.
I had, but so yeah. So, I'm enjoying Kazric very much, but like I said, I don't want to get too out of hand for everybody else and take over.
Speaking of Kazric, unless you have anything else, Artemis, it is Kazric's turn.
Ooh, nasty goblins is magic missile.
Ooh.
We're just gonna do that the easy way. Let me get to spells. Hold on. Do spells, and I will check that one off. I can do a cantrip, but they're just being nasty, and I don't see enough of them to do that. So I'm going to target this guy right here in the doorway.
Okay.
And it's a first level, so it's 3d4 plus 1.
3d4 plus 3, technically.
Okay.
Yep.
I believe I got that right. Oh.
So now you're about to find out how I do magic missile. So the first one hits the goblin, 5 points of damage. Still standing. The second one hits it for 2 points of damage. Drops the goblin, and as the goblin's dropping, the third missile will shoot back to that third one in the back for 5 points of damage.
Awesome.
Nice.
So instead of having all 3 go to 1, which would have been overkill, the last one, because magic missile is magically guided, will hit the next one that is alive.
Overkill is the best kind of kill.
You're not wrong. Anything else, Kastrick?
No, I'm fine standing where I am. I think I'm good and protected in this corner, and that's good. But I will wind down the arcane movements of my hands as I have released those 3 motes of energy.
Okay. Alton.
All right. We're gonna go 5, 10, 15. We're gonna pretty much charge this guy. We're gonna try to hit him.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
we'll probably glance him.
It's just a small little glancing blow. He's dead.
Victory.
Oh, man. And with that, you guys are out of initiative. And the reason why I always have you guys pull out of initiative is sometimes you get good initiative, sometimes you get bad initiative. This way, because with Roll20 it's actually quick enough to do initiative, it's not that big a deal to keep re-rolling. If you guys don't like it, we can keep the same ones, but be warned, if you get a low one, you're going to always have the low one.
I'll probably be rolling.
I like
Fine.
rolling.
Yeah, me.
Urki forgot to roll for combat too. So I am bad at NPCs, so just so you know.
Okay.
Or NPC,
Urki's-
PCs, whatever they want to call it. I don't know. I don't like doing those, so I will forget that NPCs are following, so remind me if you need be.
Urki's just a lover, not a fighter. He said he had this the holy symbol, so he's probably just sitting back there, ready to heal us.
Speaking of,
Are you hurt?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Who needs what?
on a scale of 1 to 21, I'm at an 11.
I'm at 3/4 health.
Urki will go up to Vash and cast Cure Wounds at first level. Heal you for 8 points of life.
That is great. I can use more life.
Bash, you took a hit. Is that what you said?
Yes, but I'm fine now that Inky here has given us the Urki has given us the healing touch of Paylor.
Oh, sorry. Was it Artemis then? You're looking down.
I'm at I'm about 3/4. I'm doing okay. I wouldn't waste anything on me right.
All right, then we'll hold off.
Okay. Looking about this room, you do find some putrid jerky, some vinegary wine and poorly preserved water skins, and a bunch of worthless clutter.
offer the jerky to Meepo if he wants a snack.
Oh, yes, yummy! He starts tearing into it.
Artemis will empty out the wine skins that are in there, and keep the empty wine skins.
They are very bad water skins. We'll say you
they're
have
just-
3 very bad water skins.
That you could probably get sick from drinking those.
That's why I poured them out.
But like, the inside's probably dirty.
You never know what you can.
Like-
Oil doesn't care what you put it into.
Exactly.
Well,
Fair.
not quite true, but yes, it doesn't mind being in that water skin, I'm sure.
All right, Daxton's. All right, we done in this room. There's nothing interesting to look at in here, so I'm just going to start wandering down the hall again. And I'll throw open another door without checking.
Dacton, hold on, everyone back up.
Because Dacton's got to cross a
Dacton, as you move to that
trap.
spot right there. Well, yeah, right there. I need you to make a... Nope. You just fall into this pit as this pit opens up and you fall 10 feet down in the pit and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Acton, thought we learned a lesson.
No lessons were learned this day.
Artemis is gonna go down on his chest and put his hand down and see if Dacton can get to it. Actually, he's gonna use his bow.
Well, I got a rope.
Well, I mean, he's got a long bow. It's down probably. I don't know. I would
10 feet.
think with his arm at least 6 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, with the door opening up, you do realize that there's about 2 feet in the dead center of this hallway that you can walk to get safely to the other side. And it is easy enough to pull up Dacton.
Okay.
Ow,
Do we want
there's a-
to, rather than try the door that's in front of a trap, do we want to try the door that's in the storage room first?
That's probably a better idea. Although, if I were to guard a door that didn't have, if I were to guard 2 doors and one had a trap and the other didn't, I would man the one without trap.
Do we want to try to go through both?
You want to split the party?
Yes. I mean,
Ooh, let's see. Splitting the party. Who should Casper go with? Oh well, there's so many choices. All the bigs. I could stay here, and they could go that way, but then I would need another one in front of me. And then the Artemis would go over that way. But no. Then Alton would stay here. But I like Bastion, and he's very quick, and he'd also too many possibilities.
Still like the idea. We could always flip a coin again.
If it's opposed, I mean, we don't need to. I'm just thinking if they're really going to be guarding both doors, or if they're going to be guarding the bottom door, we can at least have like a little bit of a distraction, and then you guys can come around and hit them if that's what we think.
Either that, or they just heard the door spring or the trap spring here, and they're all up at the trap door.
We're also assuming that both of these doors enter the same place.
How about this?
That's fair.
Artemis is going to go. You guys go through this door, and Nyx will go through the bottom.
Ooh. Yes, Nyx is rude. Nyx was mean to Alcine. Yes, that's so. We're okay with that.
Okay, Artemis is gonna go this direction. Come down to here. Is he still in dim light, or is he in darkness?
at that point, you'd be in darkness.
Okay. So you finally have some use for me. Dummies,
Alton,
did you?
For backstory, Alton, Artemis has a split personality. One is called Nyx, and only shows up in the dark.
Huh.
Just like Artemis, you fell in that trap, you idiot. And then he just keeps walking, and then that's all you hear as he trails off into the darkness and just disappears.
Daxton is just absentmindedly looking at the mechanism on the trap and kind of making a quick sketch.
Yeah, Nyx is gonna open this door down here.
Okay. Dacton, the trap's actually really simple. It's with enough weight, the door will pop open, and it looks like it could be stopped by jamming a spike or an iron spike or a wedge or something to wedge that lid shut. Easy enough.
Got a bunch of arrows from the archer range.
That as well. Nyx. Several torches mounted in crude sconces burn fitfully around this chamber, so there is enough light that Nyx disappears. But this hallway is filled with haze. A double row of marble columns carved with entwining dragons runs the length of this hallway.
So that's all darkness in there?
No, it is actually lit due to the torches. Or the sconces.
Okay, so he's invisible now. But okay.
I'll place torches. I don't know if you guys can see them or not, so I'll place them where they are.
I'm not seeing torches on the map, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, because I'm in the lighting layer. That would be why.
We also haven't entered that room.
Right.
Can you see him, Nyx / Artemis?
Give us a signal to say that he had opened the door?
I see torches, but okay.
You hear from this room. Do any of you idiots know how to put out fire?
Yes, Casper knows how to do that.
Come here, shorty.
Is he yelling all the way from the other room?
Yes. Yes, he is.
Apparently, yes, but I don't like Nyx. He's very rude. He's very rude. Rude people should not be nice to. But if he said please or something, maybe I'm sorry about calling Alcine a rat earlier, then I might consider going to help him. But he's not a very nice person.
Please, midget, will you come in here and help me put out these lamps?
I'll take the torch with me because you have the light source from the other staff. Casper will walk down here. Let's see, what door am I going through? Is it this one? Nope, it's this one up here.
While he's going over there, can I walk across that center? You said there was like a center path.
I'm sorry, what was that? I was having a coughing fit.
Can I go across the center path over that trap that you mentioned?
Yeah.
Earlier?
Easy enough to do. It's 2 feet wide.
Okay. And I like to try the door.
Yeah, it's not locked.
I look back at the remaining of the party.
We haven't heard any death yet.
I haven't.
Oh.
So
You have the torch with you, Kasric?
I'm leaving the torch in the room that you're in right now, the storeroom. But in the room that I'm currently standing in, with his other torches, I'll begin pointing at each of them and making a wave motion with my hand to snuff them out with prestidigitation.
Yeah, easy enough to do.
So I snuff them out, and then I have the torch behind me in the storeroom, and Alcine and she scurries around and gives him a sniff in a derisive way.
Before Artemis now leaves the torch flame, he goes, "Oh, thank."
He's still a mean person, but I'm doing it because you asked me to.
I don't disagree.
I'll close the door behind you.
And Artemis or Nyx now is going to sneak into this hallway.
Okay, stealth check with advantage because you're visible. Are you opening that door, Alton?
Does the rest of you guys actually think that we should right now? Like, are you guys giving any like look towards it, or are you guys all just kind of standing back?
Well,
I'm
Daxton's
waiting
moving
for
back,
someone to open the door.
yeah,
Then I will
and
open
Daxton's
the-
only moving back because he's got the light staff.
Okay.
All right, you're opening the door?
Yeah.
All right. Why did you not delete? Delete. Thank you. Mounted and stuffed animal heads adorn the walls. The mounting job is sloppy, and the assortment of heads includes cattle, rats, and other not particularly impressive specimens. A few grisly trophies share the wall with the animals, including a couple of kobold heads. Smashed and broken cabinets and small tables litter the periphery of the room, mute victims of some sort of rampage. A rusted iron spike stands in the center of the room, trailing a broken chain. Thin patches of frost coat sections of the walls, floor, and debris.
Oh.
Oh,
Do we see the white dragon?
As you enter, you see the white dragon wormling resting behind a broken table.
Meepo,
Uh,
I think we've found your Calcrix.
All right, let's see here.
hello.
This is the white dragon that Meepo was looking for.
Calcrix!
Unless there's another one around.
Yo, go ahead.
That was it.
Okay. The dragon roars. It has a look of fury in her eyes. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh,
Super.
jeez.
I'm going to roll initiative for you only because, even though I'm out of initiative, you may need me at some point.
All right. All right, Vesh, you're up first. You see Calcrix roar and kind of look at Meepo.
I'm going to ready an action to what am I gonna do? I want to see if it attacks before I do anything. All right, I'm going to move over to this corner here, and ready an action to attack the dragon with a Eldritch Blast if it attacks somebody.
Okay. Artemis, what do you want to do? So you're in this room with a haze. Yeah.
really.
The area is obscured, but it's not like suffocating.
Nix pays no mind and starts walking through here, kind of giggling to himself as he hears this.
Yeah, you do hear the roar.
Well, Nix hears.
Yes, Nick's hears the roar.
Um,
I'll get used to it eventually.
and goes up and goes up to this door, and that's gonna be his turn.
Okay. Castrick, you doing anything in that room?
Alcine, I think they found the dragon. If they didn't find the dragon, they found another dragon. If there's two dragons, then that could be a really problem. But we're going to stay here because we're nice and safe, and the mean man's on the inside of that room in the dark. And only because our friend Artemis is over there, we're going to stay right here. We're gonna wait right here, Alcine. Okay, I know you want to see a dragon, but it's just not right now. No, I'll go with you when it's time to go see the dragon. Besides, when we leave, we'll see the lot of the dragon, so you don't have to go see the dragon right now. So we're going to stay right here. Yeah. What is elf pudding? Anybody have an idea what elf pudding? Have you ever tasted elf pudding?
Calcris is going to breathe in and shoot a stream of frost air at Alton and Meepo.
Okay.
So Vash, you'll be able to Eldritch Blast, and
I'm gonna shoot him.
Yeah, I need a Constitution roll saves from Alton and Meepo.
Not horrible.
That is a success.
2 points of force damage.
Oh, hold on. Oh, 18?
Nope, sorry. 18 to hit?
Yeah, that does hit.
Okay.
All right.
2 force.
So Calcrick 62. Meepo, no matter what, is going to become a block of solid ice from the dragon breath. Alton, you will take 11 points of cold damage as you succeeded.
Okay.
Yikes.
That could have gone better.
Well, prior to level 5, I won't roll rolls like that have like the 5d8. I'll roll the regular damage, but for stuff like that, I won't actually roll because it could be a lot higher and a lot more deadly. But after level 5, the gloves come off. Just so you guys know. So at level 5, natural ones will start having effects and things like that for both you and the enemies. So Alton already knows that, though. That's it for Calcrix. Decton, you're up.
Okay. Go with, oh boy. There goes Meepo. And I'll go with Guiding Bolt. It's a spell attack, right? Yes.
Yep.
Yay.
Yeah, that hits.
That's it. First level. So, 13.
Very nice. And you see Calcrix become, there's this glow around her now.
And then Dacton is going to... He's going to go ahead and duck into this room here because he didn't bother to heal himself yet. And he's like, okay, I'm going to have to give myself a minute.
Okay. So I want to make sure I have everything right so far. Yep, okay. Urki's up. Urki will move up to here. As farthest they can go. And he will cast Sanctuary on you, Alton. Actually, no. He'll cast Bless on Vash, Alton, and Dacton.
Okay.
Hmm.
He'll have to. Yeah, that's you can do it from there.
They're the bless thing on here? Nope. Okay.
There is. I don't remember how to enable it.
Oh, You go over to the gearbox, and then you need to check. I think it's what save, and does bless do attack or no?
Yes.
So you could check on the right hand side the show global save modifier, show global attack. And you just got to make sure you have it toggled on.
Where am I seeing that?
So if you click on the gearbox next to spells,
Yeah, I'm in there.
okay. So underneath the far right column, underneath the critical range, you'll see proficiency bonus, and then show global save modifier field, and then down a little bit you'll show attack modifier field. And if you enable those fields, they
Range.
auto load with bless.
I love that one, Mitchell. All right, that's it for Erky's turn. So Alton, it's your turn.
All right, Alton is gonna try to take advantage of the moment, and he's gonna run up. I think I got enough space. 5, 10, 15, 20, yeah. And lay on hands for 9.
You're gonna heal yourself for 9.
Yeah, but we're just gonna be up front,
Okay.
trying to. Alton's more confident in his, well, already disproven lack of armor and his con save, so he's gonna try to tempt it.
Best part is you did succeed, though.
Yes.
All right. Nyx, what are you doing?
Nyx is like, no, I will not go back there. Fine. You must make me. And he's going to go through open this way and open this door.
Okay. Open that door, you see a corridor.
You idiot! You don't even know what you're talking about. And he's going to use last movement to go there.
Okay. Vash, you're up.
Okay. So up there.
Calcrix is still kind of radiating and glowing.
Oh, but did you miss? I wasn't even paying attention. I'm sorry.
No, Alton didn't attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give it a shot. Advantage with the good old two-handing the. You know what? As a bonus action, I'm going to use Hexblade's Curse.
Ooh.
On it. So I do more damage. I do +2 damage and a +2. Hold on. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Curse target, proficiency bonus. Yeah, so +2 to that, and then my crit range is 19 or 20. Okay. Got it. Okay. So two-handing that.
Yeah, that
Hexblade's
hits.
Curse. 24 for 11 points of damage.
Is that including the extra 2?
That is including the extra 2.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Calcrix is looking
5
pretty
+ 3
hurt.
+2 +1. Yeah.
Do we want to actually hurt it though?
You can make her go unconscious. You don't have to kill her.
Oh, okay.
Just say non-lethal and pray you don't crit and do a lot of damage. All right, that will bring us to Kesrick.
Sounds very bad in the other room, and I don't hear Nyx, and he's usually yelping, screaming about something going through a door. And if I follow him, I will begin running back to the other room, to the first room. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, my full movement. And then the dash is 5, 10, 15, 20. And you said there's 2 foot wide, so there's a gnome-sized sidewalk across this trap.
Yes, there is.
I will take it halfway across the trap, and can I see in the doorway?
Yeah, you'd be able to see in the doorway.
Okay. So, and Alcine will run along behind me.
Okay.
Okay, but I've used my action to dash.
Yep.
So therefore, I can't do anything else.
Okay. Calcrix is up. Come on, baby. She does not get her breath weapon back. 1 is Alton, 2 is Vash.
Hit me.
Vash, I'm sorry.
Hey,
20 to
Oh,
hit.
gee.
10 points
20
of...
is
Oh.
yeah, a hit.
Okay. 10 points of piercing damage and 3 points of cold damage. The Calcrix
13 all day.
bites
Got it.
into you. Nice little chunk.
Mm-hmm. I look poorly, but am still standing.
That's all that matters. Anything else? Oh, that's Calcrix. Dacton, you're up.
Calcrix's turn.
Unfortunately, she doesn't have
Let's
multi-attack yet.
From here, I don't think my healing word's going to help you much, so I'm going to go with Toll the Dead and see if I can help knock down the dragon. So, Wisdom 13.
Your spell seems to have no effect on Calcrix.
And Dacton he put his head in around the corner to cast, and then cursed, and then ducked back.
20, yeah. 10 feet to move to where you can see her, and 10 feet back. All right. Urki's up. It's like, oh, this is dangerous. 5, 10, 15, 20. And he will not lay on hands, though. He's not a paladin. He will give you another cure wounds there, Vesh. 9 points of healing.
Nice.
All
I
right.
feel much better.
That's it for Urki. Alton, you're up.
How tough does this dragon look right now?
He's
Is this
looking pretty
dragon
rough.
Pretty rough. All right. Let's just go and try to take it down non-lethally, I guess. Is that at disadvantage?
No, it's just a normal attack roll.
Okay.
Just don't crit.
Well, now you jinxed me.
Probably.
Rip.
Wrong side of the crit.
Negative crit.
You don't want to do that one either, though. So technically, yeah. Unfortunately, you want to knock this creature out without killing it, and doing so, you kind of pull your punch a little bit. It just reflects off her natural armor.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay, Nyx.
Okay, he's gonna open up this door here.
Yeah, opening the door, you see the battle that's ensuing. You see this dragon bloodied and getting beaten. Ranged attacks cannot subdue.
Yep. Okay, so do I still have an action after opening up the door? Or is opening the door?
Opening the door would be your action.
Okay. Nyx is just gonna sink away here.
Yeah.
Watches what's happening.
Nyx
And
likes
then
the
that's it.
shadows. All right, Vash.
Vash is going to try to non-lethally take this creature down, even though he has a higher crit range. We'll see what happens. So here it comes. 13 probably misses.
A 13 misses, unfortunately.
Yeah, whiffa.
You do a lot of damage.
And bonus action. I don't really have anything to bonus action you with except for more death. So I'm just not going to do that. All right, I'm done.
All right, that's going to bring us to Kastrick.
So many things to do. Step into the room, which is lit by torches, I believe. If it is, I can't see anything. I was carrying a torch anyway, so I carrying the torch with me. And Kastrick dip his hand into a pouch at his belt side and pull out a piece of snake tongue and a little bit of honeycomb and rub them together and whisper between his fingers and cast Suggestion at the Dragonling.
Ooh, you want to link that for me?
I can, one sec.
Oh my God, Mitchell.
Let's see, and how do I link this thing? How do I link this thing?
You should just be able to click like the little chat box and it'll link it into the chat.
Okay.
It just prevents me from having to search it in the information tab.
All right.
All right, perfect.
And your wisdom DC 13 check.
Okay. She fails. So what are you suggesting Calcrix do?
Be nice and treat us like friends.
A creature that can hear and understand you. Be nice and treat you guys as friends. You see Calcrix's body language begin to settle down and relax a little bit, as she does not seem to be hostile towards you anymore.
She's friendly, don't hit her.
Anything else, Castrix?
And I'll walk forward 5, 10, and I can actually hop up on this table here and say, see, we can all be friends. It's nice to have friends. Friends are good to have. If you have friends like me, what else more could you want than have a friend like me? I mean, Meepo was nice to you, but we can all be your friends too. Everybody can be your friend, right? Everybody can be your friend, right? So looking at all the bigs around the table, because now I'm finally up at your height, standing on top of this table, nodding my head. We can all be friends, right? Nobody has to do anything mean, right? Because our brand new friend over here, we're going to take her home so she can be happy and be at home, right? Right? Isn't that good? We could go home. Yes. All friends should go home, right? Right.
Oh,
Well,
goodness.
She killed Meepo when he was doing all the counting, so now we'd have to go back and hack off all those heads.
That's okay. You bigs are good at hacking things apart. I mean, look at the big black sword that, pointed vaginal.
I can't use this to hack off goblin heads unless they're fighting me. I'm not going to use it as some sort of deboning tool.
There are scimitars back in the archery room because where those dead goblins were just lying on top of them. We could use that. Would it be okay to use a goblin scimitar to hack off goblin heads?
I don't know.
Seems appropriate.
Well, okay, there we go. So we made an appropriate thing. So good. So let's go meet the queen, and we'll take her back, and we can go and get a reward because we have found the dragon, and unfortunately Meepo didn't make it, but we bring back all the heads, and that's the count because Meepo said we had 10, but we don't really have 10. We only had about 8. But that's okay because we found the dragon, and that's a good thing. So but we're friends because all friends are good, and good to have friends, and large friends are okay.
When
and even when you're a small person.
When you were with Nyx, did you see any indication of Sir Bradford?
No, I just stayed in the storeroom, but Nyx was right over there, and I'll point at where the door is open, and
well, there's
Artemis
kind of light going in there through now.
Yeah. No,
Actually,
Nyx went through a door, and if I follow Nyx with the torch, then he's not Nyx, he's Artemis, and Artemis wanted to be Nyx. Well, this is kind of weird because Nyx is not very nice, but Artemis is a very nice person. I like Artemis, so I went to help him with the torches and turn them out so Nyx.
Yes, that seems to be true. In any case, we have
do we want to see if we can get Calcrix to walk back to the Kobolds and maybe give ourselves an hour and then get back in here?
Yes, but I don't think Calcrix could go across the little tiny gnome. It's a gnome-sized sidewalk. It's a very nice little sidewalk across the trap, but I don't think her big feet would. Not that your feet are bad.
Will somebody shut this gnome up? For goodness sakes! And you hear this coming back from the middle or from the darkness.
And I would like to mage hand the torch so that I expose wherever he happens to be standing. There we go. There's my friend. Make the bad man go away. Yes.
I'm sorry. Good work, Cass. Subduing the dragon.
I made friends. We're friends now. And I'd like to try to reach out and pat Calcrix if I can, just like on the shoulder.
Is sitting almost like a dog, like wagging its tail.
How big is this thing?
She's a medium-sized dragon. She's a wormling.
Medium size. We were thinking wormling. Okay, I mean, so is this like horse
Yeah.
size?
So wormlings are medium size.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say roughly horse size.
I wonder if
horses
she's a
are
rider.
large.
I could.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing, Casric. I have to give it to you. I apologize for the slander.
Thank you. Some of the best things come in small packages, and I'm a forest gnome, so we're very tiny. So I'm one of the smallest forest gnomes, so I'm very tiny. So I'm even more special. My mom always says that to me.
Indeed.
I like the idea of taking the dragon back. What does everybody else think?
Well, what did we, Artemis? What did you see? What did Nick see in the other rooms down there? Was there any indication of Sir Bradford?
Well, I'm there as well, just to let you know. When Nick has, and he puts up air quotations, control. He doesn't
Right.
quite have 100%. He wants to, but he doesn't. Shut up, Nix. So anyway, so there is one hallway just if you come out of here to the right, there is a hallway. Nix did want to go further, but I let him know he needed to come back and help you all, or else he'd be dead as well as me. He did give me a tongue lashing.
Well, there's better lashings to be had, I'm sure. But Anton does bring up Alton, sorry, my mistake. Alton does bring up a good plan here. We take this dragon back to the Kobolds, get our reward for that, and then we can head back here and see if we can't discover farther, reach farther from here.
I mean, especially like, is this friendship permanent, or is this friendship gonna disappear?
No, it takes me a little bit of concentration to do this, and I can do it for a couple hours. But unfortunately, if something happens to Calcrix, while she's my friend or our friend, because she's everybody's friend, because friends is good. But if something happens to her, if she gets hit and she's kind of hurt because somebody, and I glare around at everybody, was being bad to her. But Calcrix is my friend, and so she, if she gets hurt again, I may break the spell because I don't have that much control. So I really think sooner rather than later would be good.
Kesserick?
Yes.
Since we do have a limited time, why don't we walk back along the path that we know isn't trapped? And Artemis points back through the door that he came through.
Oh, yes.
And I think we should go back that way, and hopefully they'll give us something that may help us along our path.
Yes, good. And as much as I want to ride a dragon, I don't think it would be good for the kobolds to see me riding in on their god. That might be bad. So we'll walk back. But yes, that's a good idea. So Calcrix, come on, we're gonna go back.
First room.
What's that?
So.
You could ride it as far as the first room. Nothing to stop you from riding it right now.
Oh, okay. So, well, I'd like to reach out and put a hand against Calcrick's shoulder and just see if there's any kind of cold damage just being that close to her.
No, you don't seem to take any damage from touching her.
Is she okay with the concept of me looking around and figuring out how to climb up between two spines and sit like at the base of her neck on top of her shoulders?
She does not seem to object.
Okay, cool.
You're friends.
Yes, and friends. More friends is good friends. So we're good. And I never hurt her, although some of you did, and I will glare around. It's okay, Calcrix. The bad man won't hurt you anymore. We're going to go back to people who love you. Yes, because we're all your friends. Okay, let's go.
Maybe I should stick by the torch for now.
Yes. So, okay.
I'm just going to stick to whoever has the light. I'm not sure who. Okay, right there? Okay.
I'm kind of working on driving a dragon. I think somebody else needs to carry a damn torch for them.
Okay.
All right.
Walking.
So hold on. Let me group you all together real quick. We're gonna make this really quick.
DM's discretion. Yeah. We can walk this thing, or you can just teleport.
Yeah, no, you guys are gonna magically get teleported.
Yeah, please.
Are you bringing Meeple's frozen body back too?
Yes,
I'd like to.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
We're gonna stop and cut off all the heads.
Yes.
No.
Should be a total of.
Oh yeah, no, it was heads or ears or whatever.
Yeah,
Heads.
We'll say you gain enough for 8 bodies. There you go. You guys are all back to here.
Okay, and I'd like to get off before we arrive at the throne room.
Yes, easy enough to do.
Okay.
As you approach with Calcrix, they will take her and put her back in her cage, and they will crudely try to reseal it.
It's fine.
Hope they'll treat her well.
Let me go.
So
back
do
to
ice
nothing.
dragons like cold snacks or hot snacks? Would you feed her hot soup or cold soup? Is it more ice cream and ice slushes because she's cold, or would she want to warm up because you want to feed her something hot? But if you fed her something hot, would that be bad for her? Because on the inside, then she'd be hot instead of being cold. And if I eat too much cold stuff and ice cream, and then it makes my stomach hurt, and then if I eat too much
don't-
soup, and it gets me too hot, and I sweat sometimes. And there's the hot peppers again from the thing, and the darn druids who are always fixing all the moldy hot peppers.
They I'm pretty sure they like cold. Let's just put it at that. There's not many boiling hot lava stuff to cook a meal over for a white dragon.
So would meepo be a good meal?
Meepo might be a good meal. No offense. Dead Meepo.
Poor dead Meepo.
Yes,
Yeah. So
he was a good friend.
So the dragon leader, Yuzdrael, goes, "Thank you for bringing back our dragon. I mourn the loss of Meepo, but there are others who will tend to Calcrix's needs." And she points to one of the kobold leads and says, "Feed Meepo to the dragon. I assume you'll want your reward."
Well, yes. I mean, we had talked about a possible reward, and there were some things on the altar behind you, Your Highness, and then you had also said maybe the key up above in the stone head above your throne. That was something you had kind of offered, but I didn't know if that was up for bargaining right now or not, or how we're doing, because we did get the dragon for you, and she's very nice. It's a very nice dragon. Thank you.
We
And
also
Draconic,
dumped the
I'll-
heads
Yeah,
out in
Dactyl,
front of us.
throw in some Draconic of, there are still more goblins to kill.
She says, "If you clean out more goblins and clean them all, you may have the key." And she points to the
Okay.
altar behind her and says, "You may choose any two that you wish to have of my gatherings."
Correct me if I'm wrong, but before, when we were making our deal, you said that we would trade the key for your dragon.
No, the key was an option.
The key
We
is
could
an
get
option.
treasures, or the key, or we could buy the key for 50 gold.
Yep.
Then
So-
what was the purpose of returning the dragon?
To get the treasures,
Yep.
or to get the key for free, or we could pay 50 gold and get the key. But if we return the dragon, then we get the treasures that were on the back altar. And now she says if we can wipe out all the goblins, she'll give us the key as well as pay us for all the goblin heads. So that was the original bargain.
If the queen doesn't mind, I can spend 10 minutes with an identify, or we can just pick and choose. We have 3 scrolls, a feather token, and a flask of potion of some sort, if I remember right.
Yeah, so there's a feather token, three spell scrolls, a small flask that contains 3 doses of clear red liquid with tiny tiny bubbles of light in them. So
Does that potion look like the one that we got out of the fountain?
what was the potion out of the fountain?
We don't know.
Oh,
But does it look like it?
no, I believe that was a dragon breath potion.
It was the potion of dragon breath out of the fountain, although we don't know that yet.
Okay, yeah.
We don't know it, but I just wanted to make sure they didn't look the same.
Yeah, no, they do not look the same.
Okay. So,
Well, why don't we see what the scrolls are? Because we should be able to crack the scroll just a little bit to see what it is, I think, without having to identify it. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as you are trained in Arcana.
Raises my small hand.
Yep. So she will allow you to see the spell scrolls. They are of mage armor, spider climb, and knock.
I will relay this to the group and save you the Castric explanation, but yes. Okay. And would you be able to identify the potion for us?
Oh, yeah. make bowing motions toward the queen, and just sit and meditate in front of her little table for 11 minutes. I think is how long it
You
takes.
technically have to touch the potion for the identify, right? But she will say,
yeah.
"There's no need. It is an elixir of health."
Oh, all right.
Ooh, nice.
Too bad it doesn't feel frozen.
Yes. Okay. Then the feather token would be nice. I don't know what it is. We need to find that out.
Yeah. So we can identify that in the fire breath potion while we're at it.
Mm-hmm. So, the feather token. 1 second.
Ooh, pretty.
This particular feather token is of a tree.
Mm-hmm.
And
Tree.
you potion of fire breath. Did that work? Did you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we can see it fine.
It usually makes me get a confirmation and didn't this time. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with all this information from Dacton, I'd recommend the potion.
Knock's pretty darn handy.
Yeah. The other two, I would the other two, mage armor and spider climb, I don't see as being as useful to us. I think the knock is a good option, and I think the potion because it's 3 doses.
Spider clam could be useful. Someone with range.
True.
Yeah, who can cast spells from scrolls? You need to have, what is it, Arcana? I forget what you roll when you do do a scroll.
I believe
Depends
scrolls
on
are
the DM.
yeah. Most scrolls
yeah.
I think are designed so anybody can use them, which is why they're in a scroll. But it disappears after the one use.
Mm-hmm.
But I think his rule was to determine what it is. You had to have Arcana.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then at the same time, if we have a mage, at least in past games, if we have a mage can use a scroll to make that spell permanent in their spell book.
Mm.
Yes, that would always be nice to add to my spell book because I don't have any of these 3, and this would be really cool to have it. I would like these very much, but that's okay. Because I'm sure it's really for the party.
Spider climb is very useful.
Could be, yes. And so, trying not to metagame this, I would, and I don't really have a metagame, but I would say the potion and the spider climb would be the 2. I don't think the feather token's good for us right now. But I think the most useful items we're going to find is...
As a ranger, I love the feather token. I'm not going to lie. But I think spider climb is the way to go. I really do. If you're going to choose a scroll, I feel like that's the best one.
Okay. As long as... Yeah, and I think anybody can use it, so we could definitely hand it to
Not only can
anybody.
anyone use it, but you can also scroll it down in a book as a mage.
Right, but if I cast it on me, I think it's a self spell. So,
I mean, you are squishy. You can climb up into a cavern and be 30 feet in the air. Pretty good.
Hang on, someone else is talking.
So just a little bit. There are like actual rules for the spell scroll that might change how you are acting on it. If he has a homebrew saying that anyone can use it, that's fine. But you get it. But otherwise, that there is like actual other rules for it.
Yeah, so the way I do spell scrolls is anybody can use it,
Okay.
but there has to be a check involved. It
Hey,
would,
Okay.
can a scroll be scrolled down into a mage's book?
yes,
Okay, so
as long as it's within their spell of or school of spells. So, like, as long as a wizard is able to cast that spell normally, it can be put into their spell book.
So that's what I'm saying. Spider climb can be cast on one willing creature. It doesn't just have to be you.
Okay.
It can be cast on anybody.
Okay.
As a
But-
second level.
Which I can cast. Okay.
So
All right. So let's talk about this kind of long term. Are we just gonna? I think what we talked about was the potion with the 3 doses of health, and then the spider climb scroll. And is it the intention to take a 2-hour break while Kasric copies the scroll into his spellbook?
I think we're in a safe spot at the moment.
Okay. Or did we want to go back into the dungeon because given 2 hours, if the goblins start figuring out that Calcrix is gone, they may reset traps or reset up new defenses to prevent us from diving into their realm again.
That is true too.
So
Well,
mean, we
who else
don't
is
need-
hurt aside from me?
I'm at about 3/4 health.
I
Okay.
could use a short rest.
Yeah. I
I
wouldn't
mean,
mind a short rest,
we
although
don't need to
I can't
scroll
throw
down.
around spells.
Oh, sorry.
At this point,
Oh,
you
just-
are all feeling pretty tired from the day. You did travel quite a bit, and you have been going through here, talking, things like that. So you don't have a sense of time right now, but you do feel like you're getting tired.
okay.
I think we might. I mean, I don't know. We can do a short rest. We can do a long rest. I know that shit might happen in front of us, but to tell you the truth, it might be good while we're in some sort of defense with the queen and her kobold guards. It might be good to even take a long rest. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's not going to get any better than this.
True. So I would agree with that, and I see the wisdom behind that.
And we
Well, then-
can't go into exhaustion either.
We can.
Like,
it's just not advised.
It's not. It's definitely not advised. So it
Okay.
might be good for us to sleep here because it has been a while. We've been traveling all day, fighting through this thing, and we're in a safe spot with extra defense.
You are more than welcome to rest here. You are welcome among my people for bringing back Calcrix to us.
Oh, that's very kind, very kind. Yes, 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 yes. I'm sorry. I don't have a little tiny hut I could make. But if I made a tiny hut, would it be tiny for you or just tiny for me? It could be pretty big for me. But I can't do that spell yet. I've seen it done though, but it's very interesting. And then there's a great big mansion, and I've heard about that one, but I haven't ever seen it. But I do want to learn that one too. It'd be very exciting. But yeah, no, I can't do the hut. I'm sorry. But yeah, we could camp out here. Yes, yes, yes. What do you think, Alcine? Would that be good?
Are there any rats around?
Make a
Alcine would be
perception
looking for them.
check. Looking around, you do every once in a while catch glimpses of rats.
I walk up and I cast speak animals, or speak to animals.
Okay.
It doesn't count against my spells, but speak with animals, and I take it and I go, hello, friend. I have some food, and I pull out a ration, and I go, for you and your family. You say the one thing that you have to do. Would you do something for me?
It chitters a yes in response.
I go, if you could follow our smell back down through the cavern to where it stopped, can you just stay there and come back? Sort this out. if you see anybody, anything move, any humanoids, big people, come back and tell us, please. And I will give you this whole ration for you and your family.
It will make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
It will chitter in a yes.
And I let him go carefully, and I take a little nugget of the ration and give it to him. And then I go walk back to everybody else. I go, well, I think we have a lookout up ahead. Hopefully, we can't always trust what the little ones will do, but I feel like he'll know the way. So I think we can sleep here for the night. I told him to go and come back in case he saw it.
Okay.
Well,
Daxton finds a corner and starts camping out.
I'm impressed you spoke very politely to him. You even called him little one without calling him rat.
Yeah.
But you never called
that is Nick's, and you know that. That's not.
I do, but it's still the same face that does it. But actually, you don't see Nix's face in the dark because he's in the dark. But anyway, I like you because you're nice, but I don't like Nix at all. So, okay. I will elect to not copy the scroll of spider climb into my spell book.
I was gonna say, do you have the materials to be able to copy it anyways if you tried?
I don't.
Okay.
So, but I think we're better off if anyone can use it versus waiting for me to do it. So, and besides, now I can cast it from the scroll. It'll use the scroll up, but I can choose the target who receives it. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. So I'll hang on to the scroll, if everyone's okay with that. And whenever we decide we need to use it, I will cast it on whoever we elect to have it placed upon. Right. And is Erky going to stay with us and go along as a backup cleric for us?
Yeah, Erky will hang out with you.
Cool. All right.
Gonna give Erky another ration.
I'll share a ration with him. I've got him. You've already used one, but I'll go ahead and the gnomes will split and try not to chatter into the night too long before getting some rest.
You are invited to the feasting hall over to the right there, as the kobolds are preparing dinner.
Over where?
Off to the right, past down the hallway. Yep, right there, Vash.
There's a lot of kobolds in here.
Yep.
Well, Daxton's not good at talking, but he does know how to speak Draconic, and he's interested in what they're up to, so he'll talk as best he can and try to be useful and be polite.
And it smells okay. It tastes okay. Just don't ask what it is.
Chris is gonna taste a little bit and give his gratitude, and he's just gonna go into a corner and kind of lay back and go to sleep.
Okay.
Daxton's used to rat skewers, so if it's anything like that or even better, he's happy enough, and then he also goes to sleep.
Okay.
This isn't hamburger from cows?
We don't hunt your creatures.
Is that pickles I taste?
Somebody got the Demolition Man reference, please.
Yes. I haven't seen it in a very long time, but...
Oh, come on. It's a rat burger.
I know you got it's a rat burger.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, yes. So I believe that Artemis has the right idea, and I will find a spot. We'll go over here away from the doorway and with Alcine, and after dinner set up where someplace where it's kind of warmish, and I don't. Where we go? Thank you. There you go. Good girl. Come on. And she can stay up and wake me if anybody comes in. It's a lovely thing about having a fey creature.
How long does Speak with Animals last?
Speak with animals. It doesn't really last. You give them a suggestion. So it's here.
Yeah, just think it
Yeah.
for me, please.
Yeah, but forest gnomes can talk to small animals normally.
So it isn't that it lasts, it's that I can
Right.
communicate with them and ask them small favors like, can you just keep a watch out and come
Okay.
back?
Yeah,
But
perfect.
if you're like, hey, go jump into that flaming, boiling pot of stew, they're like, no.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
So, what's everybody's constitution, like the numerical value?
No.
The numerical value?
Yes, so we'll start with Artemis. What's your constitution?
14.
Okay. Castric.
1 second. Sorry.
No worries.
12.
Vash.
12.
Dacton.
15.
Alton.
14.
All right. Castric and Vash. This meal is not the greatest. And due to your slightly lower constitution, you do have a rumbly-tumbly filled night. It's the best way to describe it. Definitely some burps and hiccups and things like that. You are able to rest, but the next morning you're just not feeling top notch. However, throughout the night you do all level up.
Oh, very cool.
So.
Oh.
That's
we roll for hit points, and if you, I believe we've already explained this. If you roll lower than the average, take the average.
you just roll hit dice and go for.
Well, you'll roll hit points as you level up in the thing, so there's an option to do it.
Yeah, mine's custom.
Yeah, no, because I don't have Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
Yeah, so I'll just roll hit dice and add that.
Sounds good.
That does the same thing.
Yeah, just don't take the. Oh yeah, because of the Constitution.
Yeah, so it's average. Yep. So its average is.
Hey, where am I looking for this hit dice thing?
So when you level up, for you, I think everything's in the what I have for the compendium. So as you level up, it'll say, hit points, roll for hit points, or take the average. You click the roll for hit points, and it'll roll. And then if it's lower than the average, just click average.
Hey, one more point.
Okay. So I click the hit dice thing?
No, hold on. I'm going to load up your thing so I can walk you through it. Should show up on my screen as you do it. I usually try not to do this mid-session, but I didn't want to have you guys mid-combat be like, all right, by the way, you guys are leveling up, I like to do it either at the very beginning or at the very end, so. All right, character sheet. So if you click your gear, Castric, and go to the Character Mancer to level up.
Okay.
Launch level plus Character Mancer. As you go through it, it'll give you an option to roll for hit points or take the average.
Okay, you totally lost me. So I'll go to the gear. I'm sorry.
Okay. Can you stream on Discord?
I cannot. I don't know.
Okay.
So.
No, it's fine. So go to the gear.
What am I looking at? Okay. I went to the gear.
And on the right-hand side there, on the very right column on the bottom, it should say level plus Character Mancer. Do you see that?
No.
Why not?
Okay, so if I'm on the character sheet.
Yep, character sheet, click the gear. Scroll down. The third column, very bottom.
There it is. Okay, sorry.
Yep, click that.
Launch level plus character mancer. Got it. Okay, sorry. Apologize.
No,
guys.
you're fine.
Oh, you're all good.
Okay. And then it says levels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yep, you'll hit next or whatever when it shows up. Levels.
So it says HP is 4, so I roll.
Yep, so click roll.
That 1.
So you're going to take the average, so click average.
Okay, back to that. So take average.
And then continue on with your next and all that.
And I believe That's it. I don't think I get anything else. Oh, I get one extra cantrip, I think. Features.
Yeah, it'll set you through the whole thing.
Walking through this.
Yeah, I like the character manager. It walks you through the entire process. It's really nice. 4E had a really nice online tool for your characters.
D&D Beyond is nice too.
The only issue I have with D&D Beyond, as much I do love it, but because I already own everything on Roll20, I'd have to buy it again for D&D Beyond, and I already have all the physical
picking
books.
a platform is the.
Yeah, gotta get locked into it.
Yeah.
Can I take Warcaster as a feat?
You're level 4, right?
Yes.
Then yes, you can.
Okay, just making sure.
No, anything official is on the table.
Okay. Just wanna do that.
Anything homebrew, we gotta discuss. That's all.
That's fine. Okay. Let's see.
But yeah, at this point, I'm too invested in Roll20 to also purchase on D&D Beyond.
Oh, I
I
fully
looked
understand.
I looked at the ledger. I think it was like $800 for everything. Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I did try to
The,
win one at like tabletop day at my local mall one year, but I did not win.
Yeah.
That was back when it was like $500 for everything.
All right. Jackson gets 2 more prepared spells on his list.
Ooh.
I get +2 to dexterity.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that when your stealth is +8.
Yeah, I heard Kasric plugging my Words of the Emperor earlier.
Hey, it's a great series, and you've got a bunch of great characters playing in it. You know, and
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
I hope. Well, I think for your sanity, I hope Archie never bumps into Kasric.
Oh God.
Oh,
You didn't even think of that one, did you?
Yeah, they're never gonna
so
bump into each other now. Oh no.
I'm torn between cantrips of either I could do light or mending or thunderclap.
All really good options.
Any suggestions from the party? I'm looking for options here.
Are they?
Light, mending, or thunderclap.
mending.
Mending.
Yep.
It seems like you're support at this point. Thunderclap would be awesome if you were in the middle of everyone.
Yeah, but I'm a
Unless
ranged guy.
Unless
you wanted to get yourself out of danger.
So mending would help everybody, I think, including yourself.
I think
so
you're
mending's
thinking
easy.
Thunderstep for the getting out of danger one.
No,
No. I'm
still push people back.
Oh,
Thunderclap. You can push people back.
true.
Okay, and then I get one more first level spell and one more second level spell.
The only thing with Thunderclap is depending on it's not up to your discretion. It'll
Right.
push everybody back. You push somebody over a cliff.
Yes.
Now there's Thunder Wave.
Thunder Wave is. I mean, don't take
little
Thunder
tiny
Wave
gnome.
if you're taking Thunderclap.
I'm laughing at Mitchell's newest meme.
Let's see here. Hey, I can get Arcane Lock. No, we have enough problem with doors as it is.
I'm surprised you didn't take the Nox Scroll.
Well, thought about that too, but now I said no. We're either going to get it or we're not.
You gotta think in the long run.
I'm thinking long run because I just picked up Flaming Sphere.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh, I love that spell.
Yeah, that's a good spell.
Okay, I need one. I need one first level spell I haven't picked yet. So
One thing I don't like about being a ranger is that I have to I'm always like, ooh, what spell do I take? Shit, I'm stuck with it the entire time.
Yeah.
But you got good ones though.
No, I do have good ones. Don't
Oh,
get me
you do?
wrong,
Yeah.
but like creating my ranger, I'm like, what kind of ranger do I want to be? Do I want to be a helpful one? Do I want to be? But the nice thing about Tasha's is that I get things like disguise self and speak with animals for free.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
Stuff that you
Could
know
be a
makes
paladin,
sense.
like
Well, yeah, no, yeah. Tasha's actually makes a ranger. I feel, makes a ranger feel like a.
Yeah. It's
oh, you know what you need? You need to upgrade your mage hand to unseen servant. Have that carry the torch.
Oh yeah.
That'd be hilarious. Torch just walking
Dude,
through the
I
hallway.
like literally it would be like, come on, leave me alone.
I could, but I'd be calling him. I'd have to call him Hodis.
Oh
Here,
no!
hold
Stop!
this.
No! No!
Hold this torch. Hold this
No!
book. Hold this.
I'll send you to Archie's channel.
No, really? You think you'd survive that?
Archie's timeout channel. You can't speak in it.
Oh. All right. So I'm stuck between Thunderwave, but that's kind of an up close thing, and I don't like that one too much. Or I'm thinking Identify because Casper can't identify anything yet. Burning Hands is good.
Don't we have someone with that?
We do, but I'm trying to think Casper for long term. I could do Burning Hands, which is not bad.
Featherfall.
I'm close enough to the ground as it is. I'm not worried about falling too far.
I think with how big like tables are compared to you, you'd be worried about falling off more things.
It's just inconveniently sized because you bigs don't know how to build to the right dimensions.
Take 1d4 damage when you fall off a table.
I felt my height. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm taking too long for this. I'm gonna go with Burning Hands. Really want to Identify, but I'm gonna wait for it. I'm gonna go. What if I got Alarm and then I could alarm? That'd be fun because then I could alarm doors behind us.
Oh, I have alarm.
All right, Burning Hands it is. Okay, I think that's it. I picked that one. I think I'm done. And review. Okay, and then I hit next.
Yep.
Is that right? Hit next. Okay, I think we're done, right? Apply changes. Ta-da! Done. That was easy. Sorry for taking so long.
You're great.
Wizards take a long.
Yeah.
Like you get a level as a wizard, you're like,
Yeah. And this is just lower levels. And this is just the lower levels.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My official time clock says we have just over 30 minutes to proceed forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. So let's move on and find an epic point to leave this cliffhanger on.
I'm
for
down with
next
that.
week.
You guys wake up in the morning feeling refreshed, feeling a little bit stronger than you were the day before. The day is yours. Or not, you don't know. It's you don't have a light source right now. Well, there's light, but there's no outside light.
I'm just messing.
Yeah.
Alcine glows a little bit. I'll send her over to go and make sure Nyx isn't in the corner that
Well, Daxton fires up his light staff.
Get that out of my face. What's oh, it's just you, Elsie.
it's just Alcine. She'll sit up and chitter at you a little.
Go back. Castrick, I'm okay.
Morning, just checking. Okay.
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
It doesn't happen when I close my eyes.
Okay. Well, since that goblin food or kobold food doesn't agree, I would like to eat a ration for breakfast and make sure that my friend has one too in case he's hungry too.
All right, yeah. Urki will definitely wolf down the ration.
Okay.
You guys will
All right.
begin to make your way. Hold on. Let me get you all together. You'll begin to make your way back to where you had previously left off. Oh, the rat will have come to you and like sit on you, Artemis, like waiting for you to be able to speak to it.
Okay, I cast as as my one, speak with animals. So I need
Yeah.
to check.
So
Oh.
you will hear from it that tall humanoids have reclaimed the area.
Yep.
Actually, let's move you
Listen.
all. I'll move you all to this room in case you want to play with the door again.
Yeah, definitely. Artemis is going to explain to everyone as we're going through there. I go, look, there are visitors that have reclaimed, probably know that we have been there. As per my friend who came back this.
Well, we should expect company then.
Is there a torch
Yes.
with us, or do we have light of some
Oh,
kind?
let me move the torch for you guys. Boom.
Thank you.
Did you get a
Well.
description of the humanoids?
He's a rat. He doesn't know much more than they're big.
Yeah, he calls them
You're,
bigs.
you're all big.
This,
Well, to a rat, you're big.
Yes, this is true.
Size matters.
That's what they say.
That's not what my wife told me.
So we can take this one of two ways. And I know this way may not be most preferable, but Nick could scout out the way without anybody knowing that he was there. Like I told you before, he will not hurt you. I'll
Well,
make sure of that.
not physically, anyway.
No, not mentally either. I have.
Well,
control over that.
emotionally, he is rather rude.
Well, he is rude, but he is not stupid. Let me tell you that. He is way, way far from stupid. As annoying as. What do you say?
Does he feel comfortable doing that? It could be a big
Oh,
risk.
I'll make him feel comfortable.
I mean,
We know where we're going this time. It might be good to know who's up ahead without them knowing that we're coming.
Well, it's not like they could dig another pit trap overnight.
We have an
So-
element. We have an element of surprise. At this point.
Well, there's not much downside. It's not like, if there's too much light, then he just can't proceed, and we'd do it the other way.
We also know
Promi-
what to expect.
I promise you, I have control over. Except for his. And he looks down, but he goes. He is itching. Do something.
That's fine. As long as as long as you're okay with him being in charge for a while. I don't see a reason. Alcine and I don't see a reason to say no. He wasn't too rude yesterday, but we'll
You
stay
won't-
back.
You
We'll
won't
stay in the
hear.
torchlight.
You won't hear a thing. I've been with him for a while now, and Artemis walks off. Just disappears around the.
All right, Artemis.
And-
I assume you want to be stealthy about this.
Yes.
Stealth check, please.
Is it with advantage?
Are you in? You're in complete darkness, so yes. Hashtag Gloomstalker. All right.
I'm sorry. Can I backtrack that? Can I retcon something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Kastrick will offer Artemis a
Mhm.
piece of chalk and say, "Just mark your path, and we will follow in about 5 minutes."
I'll mark a. Let's do it this way. I'll mark an arrow for you to follow me in a direction, and I'll mark an X for you to wait or not go in a certain. And you all.
Well, which is it? Is it wait or is it not go that way?
It's not go that way.
Gotcha.
Follow the arrows. Don't go anywhere near the X. And Artemis will go around the corner, and you hear like a as he goes. So yeah, 18 for stealth.
Okay. Yeah, you feel pretty stealthy.
Okay, and you go dude. In his mind, it's like, and he marks an arrow right, and he peers around that corner.
Give me 1 second here. Okay. Looking around the corner, you do see 2 goblins behind that wall, ready to aim and fire.
Okay, he is going to sharpshooter first one right here on the left.
Okay. With advantage, they do not see you.
20.
Yeah, that one's dead.
22 points of damage, and then he's going to step this way and shoot at the other one with Dread Ambusher without sharp. Uh, 27. 12 points.
Yeah, quickly and silently, you knock off both those goblins.
Okay. And are the caltrops back down?
No.
Okay. So he's going to move through here. And keep stealthing through here.
Okay.
At this point, he is going to step out here. Is there any light in this room? Excuse me, before I do, is there any light in that room?
There is light from the campfire. That
Will it reach
so
me?
you will have dim light here in that area. Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I'll say no because of the 3-foot wall. The light ends about here.
If I crouch down?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do
So
see.
he's gonna
Oh, go ahead.
He's gonna crouch out there.
Yeah, as you look around the corner, you do see 2 goblins, like with their arrow, with their bows pointed to south wall, waiting, and you see a very large goblinoid-looking creature back there as well, waiting with a longbow.
Okay. He is going to shoot at this one. The sharpshooter.
Which one? I'm sorry.
This one to the left.
Okay.
He's gonna shoot at that one.
Yeah.
17. So that is
These
18
poor
points
goblins
of
only
damage.
have 7 hit points, man.
Yeah, sorry. And then he's gonna shoot at the next one as well with sharpshooter, the big guy.
Okay.
Come on, give me a good one. 21.
21 hits.
That's 28 points of damage.
At the big guy, boom, he drops.
Okay. And I'm just gonna move over here in darkness.
Yeah. Let's see here, goblin. Does have dark vision. Yeah. Make a stealth check.
Okay.
See if it sees you. Yeah,
14.
it does see you, and it will take a shot at you. And then I'll let you roll an attack back. 10 to hit you.
It misses.
Goes wide.
Okay. I'm gonna sharpshooter at that. Can it see me? Because technically, it's not supposed to be able to see me at all.
Link your ability for me.
Oh no, that's it. It is roll sight. I'm invisible to anything that relies on dark vision.
Oh, then yeah. So it would have just been an advantage. It knows you're there, but it can't see you. So the 7 would have been the attack, not the 10. So.
Okay. So
yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
since it
I'm gonna
can't see you, you still have advantage on it.
I have advantage. It's like I'm invisible. It's like I have
Right.
greater invisibility, pretty much,
Yeah.
in dark. Okay. So I'm gonna attack it with a sharpshooter, with my longbow,
Yeah.
and I'm
It's
guessing that hits.
dead.
Okay. And at that point, I come here and I draw an arrow on the ground, heading up the direction that I'm going.
Okay. All I can think of is labyrinths, where these little creatures are now lifting up your arrow and turning it on you. Get your freaking odd back.
And at this door, I do another arrow on the ground. Nix goes, God, this could have been so much easier the first time. And he keeps walking through, sneaking.
Okay. The sconces are lit in this hallway again.
Okay. Stops at this point and goes, is this dark up in here?
Yes. There is a campfire where the light goes to about here. Well, the doorway is technically shut, so you can't see in there. So that
Can't
door's
see in
shut.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's shut for.
Yeah. This door's
Okay,
shut as well on the left side.
Can he see any light underneath the door
I would
if he ducks down?
say yes. You can see the light in the room.
Okay. And then he's going to remember the trap from before, and he's going to try to peek underneath this door as well. Is there any light coming from in there?
No.
Okay. And what did you say before? You said there was something about this trap where you can go down the middle of it?
You don't know. You weren't there.
So he's going to check for traps then.
Yeah, you would have heard of the trap, but you don't know what it is or where it is. So I'll go ahead and make an investigation check.
Regular.
No, Artemis was there when Dacton fell down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Nix knows
I
everything Artemis
carried-
knows, right?
I carried him back out. Yeah.
That's right.
I
Okay,
pulled
yeah,
him out
so
with
you
the
do know
bow.
it's there. So you know to go the 2 feet down the thing.
Okay. So he's gonna follow that path up to this door,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna creak that door open.
Yeah, make a stealth check with advantage real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you open the door and you feel pretty confident that they have not detected your presence yet.
Okay, I am gonna attack the big boy there that I can see
Alrighty.
with a sharpshooter. Rolling okay. Oh no. That's a 12. Wait, is it a 12 or I don't know. 17 plus minus 5. I don't know.
Yeah,
why
so
it has
it's
to
going to be 17 minus 5,
Yeah.
which will bring you down to a 12.
Yep.
That does not hit the hobgoblin.
Okay, I'm gonna fire off another shot at it real quick with my dread ambusher. Come on. There it is.
Yeah, oh god.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, and he is gonna follow that path. Yes. Difficult to probably. 20. Back to here.
Okay.
And he's just gonna crouch down silent.
All right. What is everybody else doing?
So, as I was explaining, if you have 2 jacks in your hand and someone else plays a knave of clubs, then in dragon poker, you have the person on the west side, if they see a northbound crow in a southern wind on an even-numbered Tuesday of an odd-numbered month before the summer equinox, all 3s are wild, which means... And then look around and realize no one is listening to me explain dragon poker.
Bashrendel has been sitting on the edge of the fountain here reading a book.
You lost Alton when you started talking about like the solstice and everything. We don't have those things down here.
Well, they happen. Have we waited long enough? Should we go check on him and see how he's doing? He supposedly marks for us.
I don't have any sense of time.
I think slow and quiet is probably we don't want to stray too far away from him, and just in case something happens.
Yes. Yes. Good.
All right. Stealth checks, please, from the group.
Oh, Alton's great at these. Of course, than last time.
A 9 and a 9. There you go, Keswick. Yeah.
Castrick saved your butts because you had 2 fails and 1 success. So, all right. You guys begin to head down and following in Nyx's footsteps.
Oh, you pigs are so noisy doing that. Don't they learn to be quiet? You know, if they just be quiet like I am all the time, there's no reason not to be quiet all the time. I'm also quiet. No one ever knows I'm around.
As you guys begin to make your way through the hallways, you see 2 dead goblins on the other side of this wall. Well, Castrick doesn't yet, but
I don't. So. Okay. Help.
make your way on the other
Sure.
side. You guys easily enough. Here, I'll move you.
Okay.
Oops, I didn't mean to move all the dead goblins.
Oh, but dead goblins just showed up.
Wow.
There are 2 more dead goblins and 1 dead hobgoblin in this room as well.
Well, that's a different issue.
You see an arrow pointing to the left. Did you mark one going north as well? You did?
I did not.
Okay. Yeah, so you
I
see an
just
arrow
thought about that. I
you
didn't.
see an arrow pointing left this way.
Okay. Go
Head
left.
that way. Into the storage room here.
Yep.
Is this door open on the other side?
Yes, that door is open.
Okay, so I can see this goblin then from where I'm standing.
No, that door is shut. I'm sorry.
This door is shut.
The door in front of you is open. This door here.
This door here is shut.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So I don't see that goblin.
Correct.
That door is shut. All right. All right. Do we see any arrows in this area here?
There. I'm sorry, what was that?
Is there an arrow in this giant hallway here?
No, but the sconces are lit again in this hallway.
Right. But we don't
Next
see
one,
any.
Yep, you don't.
Right, but Nyx would not have gone into a lighted area.
Yeah.
But this
I
is the
don't-
direction the arrow points.
Yeah, but Nyx would not go into light. If he's being Nyx, he's not going to go into light because then he becomes Artemis again, and Nyx was supposed to be the one scouting ahead.
We
So
never should have trusted Nyx.
No, I don't think I think Nyx has failed, but if Nyx would stay in the dark, that's what so I came here last time before we found Calcrix, and I put all these torches out for Nyx, so Artemis could be Nyx. So Nyx would not go into light. I think we have to go back the other way.
Well, based on that logic, we might as well go that way. Is this
Artemis, can Nyx hear them coming?
What's your passive perception?
14?
Nope.
I
guys are
accidentally
sneaky.
grabbed the torch. So was this door open?
Yes, that door is open.
Okay.
Hold on, let me close that other door that's closed technically.
This one's technically closed.
This one's still open though, right?
No, a goblin would have shut it.
Oh, so I killed something and then it got shut.
Yeah, you killed
Okay.
something, and bailed out of there, and it got shut.
Okay.
Because they did not like that, something just like killed their hobgoblin leader there.
So I can see Vash though.
Yes.
So as soon as he sees Vash, he's gonna go, "Oh, so you've decided to join me."
You didn't arrow this door.
My mistake.
should mage hand the torch in there, but Nyx wanted to be in the dark, so I'm going to be nice and leave Nyx in the dark. Seems to fit his soul.
So, what we have ahead here is one big-ass hobgoblin with an arrow in his forehead, and 3 other little goblins. Not sure what's going on in here, but I don't care because it's lit.
Oh,
And
well,
he starts moving back towards the trap door that he came through. Or that he went around before.
I'll look around and go, well, should we handle these guys?
If you want to be a bumbling fool, then fine.
They're going to flank you. They'll come up behind you.
You're gonna flank you, not me.
Oh. Well, it sounds like I'd be a fool either way.
Well, go ahead and you can't see anything. He's just all you hear is that. You can't see anything.
Yeah.
I wish they had a
Well,
way to
we
make
can't see
invisible
you, right?
tokens
Oh.
for like people other than yourself.
I feel like I should like go like this maybe when I'm invisible.
Yeah.
That'd do it.
So, you want to take care of them and maybe let these guys come out? Or should I go in here and just take care of them? And then
Why don't
maybe
you do that?
something. Ew. They might have locked the door. Let me check. And Nyx goes up and follows the same path as before to check the door. Is it locked?
It does not appear to be locked.
Okay. Is there any light coming out from underneath?
No.
Okay. He opens the door again.
As the door opens, these 3 goblins that were previously like not doing anything all have bows aimed at the door, and as soon as they see it open, they just let go of their arrows.
Okay.
They're going to attack with disadvantage, obviously. That's a 13. That's going to be a 15 because the commoners are worse, and that's just not going to hit at all.
Okay. That is a no, and a no.
All right, yeah. So
Because I'm so glad that I put my dexterity up because I went to a 15 armor class.
Well, the 15 would just
No, 15 hits.
Yeah,
Sorry,
15 would hit. So you would take 7 point, or no, -2, 5 points of piercing damage from the 1 short bow attack.
You just hear that, and I don't know. Are we going into?
Yeah, well, let's hit up
Turn order?
initiative.
Okay.
Let me bring the initiative up. There we go. All right.
Oh, sorry, Kazric rolled for Alcine.
Yeah, it's all good.
We're the same person.
Pretty much.
Just be glad that every voice inside Kazric's head doesn't roll for a separate initiative.
Or who are we missing? Oh, I didn't count. I don't think I counted Alcine. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did not. All right. Oh, excuse me. All right. Oh wait. Let's do. Where's my boy? There he is, Erky. All right, that's gonna bring us to Artemis. You're up first. Well, Nyx.
Okay.
I'm not concentrating anymore.
He is going to attack this guy first.
Yep.
Sharpshooter on. So start. Ooh. Manage. 15.
15 hits.
Okay. 22.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay. And he's gonna attack this guy without sharpshooter. $27. With sorry, I forgot to put on Dread Ambusher. So it's with 12 points of damage. And then he's going to rush into the room this way.
All right. Alton, you're up. What would you like to do?
All right. Alton is tempted to just open the door in the back and get this over with. Nick seems to have up there kind of dealt with it. He's seen 2 dead things already.
You hear like a
Nope.
thump thump.
Let's kick open the door and charge through.
All right. You use your action to kick open the door. As you see.
Oh shoot! It's an action to open the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 5, 10, 15, and 20. We'll run right over there.
Alrighty.
And 1 second. I might have a bonus action. Wasn't expecting the door to be a full action. We're gonna Shield of Faith myself.
Ooh, very nice. I love that spell.
Last minute addition.
All right, that's gonna bring us to Decton.
All right, Dacton's way the hell over here, so he's gonna have to go 5, 10, 15, 20 if he can get past everybody.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna need a torch to see what I can. And I'm like, oh, there's nobody in here yet. Is this door open?
That door's open, and Alton's already in there, and you can see that goblin there. And I'll say you can see the hobgoblin as well.
Is that one? Is the one down? This one here is marked as dead.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You were probably talking about that one there.
Nope, that's going to be out of your range.
Yep.
Because if you have a torch on you, that's more than 40 feet away.
Yeah, it's the light spell, but I think I only get 60 feet, if I remember right.
Well, if it's light spell, then you can see that one in the bottom, in the back there.
I've got 20-foot radius and additional and dim light for another 20, so yeah, that's only 40.
Yeah, so it's the same as a torch then.
Mm-hmm. All right, well then if I can't see much going on to the left and I already see somebody in the room ahead, I think I used, 20 feet?
Mm-hmm.
I can get 30 to launch myself in there.
Yeah, you can see everybody.
All right. And you said, this guy is notably meatier than everybody?
Oh, and he's bigger.
Uh-huh. Well, then we'll do another guiding bolt. Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's attack roll.
Go for it. Yay!
Yeah,
Nice.
that most definitely hits.
You're no longer blessed.
Yeah.
Is that what that?
Yeah,
marker
but
was
still,
on
the 23 still definitely hits. 17 points radiant damage.
Yeah, I see that.
That drops that hobgoblin.
And I think I'm out of movement, so I gotta stand there.
All right, hobgoblin dead.
Okay. Looking at the clock at the top of the hour.
That's fine. We'll finish combat.
Okay.
Alcine?
She will run around a circle and chitter to herself. No. But Kasric will 5, 10, 15. Let's see. Can I see this goblin here?
Yes.
Okay.
There is light coming from Daxton.
Okay. I will. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Sorry. I'm magic missile him.
Okay.
I'll mark off the spell in a second. So it's 3d4 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
So with a small amount of conjuration and a summoning of some arcane power. Castric unleashes 3 bolts of energy to the goblin targeted.
Yeah. Unfortunately, since you can't see any other goblins, all 3 bolts hit this goblin and just blow it up. There's goblin bits all over the walls now. That was definitely overkill.
Explosion.
Now, 1 down. So, and I'll stay where I am.
Alrighty. Urky's up. He's going to move forward. He's going to peek a little head in and cast Sacred Flame on the goblin in the back. And they succeed. He'll just chill right there. Bash.
Is the on this trap here the 2-foot little walkway on it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that difficult terrain?
No.
Okay.
You guys are familiar enough with it where it's not an issue.
26. So I'm going to move to this doorway here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast at that.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Do it.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. He dies.
Burp.
You hit him with such a force with your blast that it actually carves a hole through his chest, and you can see the hole on the wall on the other side.
That's my full move, and I'm done.
Alrighty. Next up are these poor, pathetic goblin commoners that have been thrown into this situation. One's going to attack you, Alton.
Okay. Miss.
And the other one will attack Dacton. For 19. Oh, that was a good roll.
Ooh. Yeah, just smacks me up the side of the head.
As a divine smite. No, 2 points of bludgeoning damage. That's all you take.
Divine smite.
That's good.
Smite.
Bring us to Nyx.
Oh, I guess they're not so useless after all. And he's gonna go, no, I will not. And he's gonna begrudgingly come back out towards the light and make his way. So what's that?
15 feet of movement where you are now.
Somewhere in there, I guess. Hold on. Yeah, so he's there now. On the footpath. And Artemis is gonna go, it seems like we've been successful.
Well, there's still combat in the other room.
That's it. That's it for Artemis.
All right, Alton.
Kind of groggy.
It's your turn.
All right. Alton is gonna go big. He's gonna try out Word of Radiance.
Ooh.
Or 1 whole damage if they fail.
Pretty radiant word.
Oh, sorry, it's just the 2 goblins. My apologies.
Yeah. Okay, Constitution save. Oh, it's a cantrip. I was like, why is it so little of damage?
Well,
All right.
Alton is not that good at spells.
So the one to your left fails. The one to the right fails, or the one below you, I should say. So they both take 1 point of damage. They're still standing.
Yeah, it was a truly awesome looking spell, and these goblins are surprised that they are still alive.
Hey, that was still a third of their health. Anything else,
That'll be
Alton?
my turn.
All right. Dacton, you're up.
And now we go back to reliables.
All right. Which one?
The one who smacked me upside the head. And actually, my spell save is 14 now. I don't know why it still says 13.
Ooh. All right. What is it? Wisdom save. They're so wise. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
That was a good roll.
So I make a loud noise and nothing happens.
Kasric.
If I step here, can I see this guy?
Yeah.
Do I have a clear enough line of shot
Yes.
to do a Okay, I will do frostbite on him.
Ooh.
So that is a 1 second. Lose the saving throw on his part. It's a cantrip, right? Yeah, there it is.
Constitution save. All
Yep.
right. It fails. Roll
Okay.
some damage.
Let's see. Target takes 1d6 cold damage.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Very nice.
And I will stay where I am.
All right. That'll bring us to Erky.
See, Erky, is this much better than being in a little tiny cage? Aren't you having much more fun?
Yeah, I'm able to stretch and Sacred Flame. All right. Let's hear. Commoner, dexterity saving throw. Oh, it fails. For 2 damage. That's enough to kill it.
High five among the little
Oh,
people.
wait.
We're awesome.
It didn't do what I wanted to do. Why didn't it link the Sacred Flame?
It looked like there was an injury. Is it just DM rolling or something?
No, like it's not showing up at all. So that's why I thought the dexterity was the Sacred Flame. Screw it. It's dead. 2 damage. That's what it needed.
High five, the little people are awesome.
With that, you guys are out of initiative. And that is where we will stop tonight.
Okay.
As the combat settles down.
Good session. Thank you, sir. Great play by everyone.